Welcome back to with Fate. This is session 15, another survey team, or just entitled survey team, since the other ones have been numbered thus far. Um, the circumstances in Sunsend have become quite peculiar, to be certain. We've had several dragons kind of make base, and a couple of them have been dealt with. One of them still terrorizes the area around Lake Laredo. We've had a number of dungeons that have been accessed but not fully cleared due to the villainy that resides within them, forcing our ardent and heroic adventurers to retreat back to the Manor Court. Um, this group is mostly players who have played with us before, but just to go through the new player gambit right off, Tom, please and kindly just tell us about your character, and then tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, this is Thorn Starmoon. From a distance, looks like they are wearing incredible finery, but up close, it is very clearly a cheap costume. They are carrying a lute-like instrument with seemingly an impossible number of strings that look like something that a tinkerer came up with after a long night at a tavern. And I, as John said, am Tom and have been involved in games with John since time immemorial, we'll say.
Well, let's not say that, because we do have some individuals who probably bet this in temporal status. Um, so, Thorn, you are basically a part of this group. No one has drawn you together in the normal respects. Normally, I post in the Discord post that somebody kind of brings you together. That's not the case here. Instead, your survey team is basically formulating as there's no one who's really desiring to endeavor out into Sunsend at this time because of the dragon, and you four brave ones are the ones who have decided, hey, we should go do something about something out there. Um, so briefly,
Brave, dumb, you know.
so since you were the first one to speak up, we'll go ahead and have you just very quickly describe bait. You do not have to go through the rigmarole of your own process, but before we get to you, Zach, I want to make sure that we cover something. Again, new player, want to make sure it's very clear. On the table, we have lines and veils that we use for player safety. The lines are child abuse, sexual assault of any kind. Those are off the table. Don't do those. And then the veils we have are any kind of romantic endeavors. If you're going to start smooching with an NPC, which, again, not very likely for all the other characters, but Thorn Starmoon feels like a character who fucks.
I didn't include that in the intro, sorry.
Yeah, no, fair. But that would be a thing we do, kind of like fade to black the next morning kind of situation. You're so good, they're making you eggs, that kind of stuff, right? Cool. Do you have anything that you kind of have in your own mind that you'd rather have not kind of dealt with? Oh, also, animal abuse is kind of something we don't deal with.
Yeah.
Obviously, if it's an evil animal, fuck it, we could kill it. But if it's like a animal that's just, being a normal animal. Good with everything? Cool.
Yeah, we're good.
And then, Zach, let's see, bait, just very quick description. You're muted if you're talking. Zach?
No, my goddamn cat unplugged my headset. Sorry.
No animal abuse. I said that right before. Even if there's a reason.
Does Shiro know that?
It's fine.
He is currently in the sidecar, okay?
Okay.
Don't mess this up. Don't mention him, please. Thank you. Well,
Yeah, bait is a boggart. Very small for the species. And is wearing a cloak of elven kind and bracers of defense with a plethora of daggers just tucked into every pocket you can see, as well as a whip on his side and a shield. He is covered in scars as well.
every single dagger on his person is immaculate. It is perfection. It looks like it has been sharpened to the finest of points, perfectly shimmering if it's like a shining blade, or perfectly dulled if it's like a more dark, like sneaky blade. But yeah, I want to make sure, and the whip is also in very fine condition. All the downtime activity that Zach has spent has been upgrading his armor and weaponry, or just his weaponry, to perfect status. Okay,
I got priorities.
priorities. Andy, we'll do you next. Now we have two warlocks on the docket today. I actually, you know what? Not you first. I have the next one loaded up as Peter, so we're gonna go ahead. Not saying that they're the same or close to each other.
Do you want to do intros then downtime?
We're gonna do downtime after. Yeah, we're gonna try and kind of like amalgamate really quick through. Thanks for that. Also, Tom has not encountered downtime, so I introduce him first because he's the newest, and then backwards. Um, so Peter, tell us about Lucy in just kind of brevity. What does he look like, and how does he appear?
Well, he's basically a very slender young guy who's he's got dark brown hair. He's also got one gold eye, and the left one is kind of a bluish color. It sort of changed later in his life due to various circumstances he got involved in. He's mostly dressed in something that's a big mixture of bits and pieces of leather armor and kind of a cape-like affair that's somewhat like a musketeer's cloak, but a bit like but it's sort of like wizard robe sort of variety. The only weapon he seems to have on him is a dagger, and he looks like he's always vaguely distracted and he's listening to something talking in his head. Yeah.
Does the dagger draw any reactions from anybody? Just real quick, I just want to make sure that's clear and on the table. I want to make sure that that's something.
It's super long.
No, but yeah, does anybody in specific, like specifically focused on Lucian's dagger?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like as soon as Bait clocks the dagger, Bait stops blinking. It's unsettling, the stare that Bait is, and like nothing in the room is moving or taking that fucking focus away. He's just like creepily only staring at the dagger.
It's a long stiletto-like thing, but it's a type of weapon called a misericord. It's really slim. It's tri-bladed. It's got a hilt about that wide, and it's designed really to go puncture through chainmail.
Mm-hmm. So. The mercy blow. It's yeah. We love that type of dagger. It's in a lot of the video games we play.
Well, I illustrated a whole book full of this stuff,
yeah.
So I know.
Daggers are yeah, I also wrote a book about daggers as well. Anyways, focusing up. So Lucian, good deal. Moving to, and I always do this Frid weird. My brain always.
You got it. You got it.
Nailed it. Cool. Go ahead and describe your character.
Yeah. So he is an elvish warlock. You could see that he has longish, grayish hair. His face and his hands are scarred. Looks like both scars from cuts and also burn scars from fire. And typically he carries a large brown leather book, a tome.
Very good. So when it comes to downtime activities, just kind of clocking, the easiest one for us to do here will be Zach, just due to temporal, like the last time he played. You were in session 12. This is session 15, which means you'd have a total of 2 downtime points for not having played in 12 or 13. Do you have an idea of what you want to do with those, Zach?
All my weapons that I care about are upgraded, so...
You could do your armor?
I don't wear armor. I'm Bait.
Right. You have bracers of defense.
I think I'm gonna fucking watch Bunder.
Oh, we're gonna be friends with them?
The Smith. Yeah.
Okay.
If anyone's to be friends with, it feels like Bunder would be the one Bait would gravitate towards.
If you're spending both of those points on that, Bunder's reward for halfway through his downtime clock is he's going to mastercraft one of your weapons. So choose one of your weapons, and you'll add +1 to the damage of that weapon. And if you don't know how to do that, I can do it for you. Thunder friend 2 points.
Wait, all of. Oh yeah, okay. Cool.
Yeah, you'll just choose one weapon. It'll get a +1 to its damage characteristic.
Could be that whip.
Yeah, absolutely. It seems to be the one that you favor mostly. Okay. Range. I mean, I agree.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes,
If I could tie a dagger to the end of it and just like for flavor, that's what it would be. You know?
we'll get there. So when it comes to Andy, you last played in
On the 13th.
Yeah.
Second survey.
Second survey, which was session 7. So 8, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 7 points. So you have 7 downtime activity points to spend here.
hmm
How would you like to?
Well, could I get some advice?
Yeah, absolutely. So for the most,
So here's.
go
I
ahead.
just wanted to say that for Fred Weird as a warlock, he doesn't seem to really use weapons that much. He doesn't seem to have like an important thing to upgrade. Armor, I guess, might be nice. But he's pretty squishy. So
Sure.
now I would love your advice.
Sure. So there are people inside of the Manor Fort who are relevant to kind of action and activity. Like you can befriend them and basically gain benefit from them. Some of them have unlocked abilities for training. None have been Warlock focused, so far as to say. That will come later though. Each one has kind of had a kind of class basis. Like they are teaching what they know.
You don't need to find anything out in the world in order to
The
train
friend?
a new skill.
Well, yeah, to train you need a trainer or
Okay.
a tablet. Tablets
Okay.
are an item that are used once, and then once they are basically used, you gain the benefit, but they're gone.
Okay.
Think of these as kind of similar to like the manual of whatever's, right? You're gaining benefit from an object. Ta-da.
But if you befriend one of these people in the setting,
They may be able to
you
train
get
you on certain things.
more than one thing.
Certain
Eventually?
things. It'll be a
Okay,
list of
okay.
things that they will be able to teach you on. For example, Ramilda, the bard in the Manor Fort, if you gain her favor, establish friendship 4 points, she will give you a single cantrip that adds to your spell list called Quick Change, which is from my books. My books are going to be rewards, not baseline. And then the training that she grants you is if you spend, I think it's 1 downtime point with her, she will teach you proficiency in a musical instrument, and she has a list of those. So you can basically gain these proficiencies by spending downtime for that. Bunder, on the other hand, mastercrafted half the downtime clock, and then at the end of it, he gives you a +1 weapon and training options for any weapon and any armor. So if you want to gain proficiency in martial, like weaponry and such, Bunder's the guy. Also, as you train more with an individual, they will open up options for you past that point. So, for example, Ramilda, if somebody were to gain 5 musical instrument proficiencies, at that point she's like, okay, you're ready for the real lessons, and kind of teach beyond that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking Bunder.
Bunder, okay. And that'll be 4 points. So we've got 3 more besides. And I'll go ahead and get the language for that. Hold on a second here. Before session 15. Create. And then who has it? I have it right here. So you'll choose one weapon of your choice on your character sheet. And you will increase its damage characteristic to by 1. And then the other thing you'll do is you'll choose a single weapon of your choice, and it'll gain a +1 bonus to it.
Okay, so a dagger.
Okay.
I'm carrying a dagger.
Cool. And that's 4 points. You have 3 more.
Okay, so I have a +1 dagger now.
Yeah, I'll get you. Hold on.
Okay, and then can I continue training with him
So
working for some sort of armor?
at this point, it's going to spend. You're going to need to establish a clock for each of these instances. What armor do you want? You already have proficiency with light armor, if I understand.
Well, how
Warlock.
about okay? Does he have things like bracers of defense or
No, 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 no.
something?
You're not
Or
understanding. He's giving you proficiency. He's teaching
I
you
see.
how to use the object, not giving you the object.
Okay. So how about this studded leather armor that I'm wearing?
So you're wearing it already. You have light armor. You're proficient in light armor. That's not necessary. If you want to upgrade and wear better armor, like medium, heavy armor, you would need proficiency with those armors. Bunder is going to teach you how to wear them.
Okay.
He's
okay.
not giving
Yeah.
you a physical option. He's
I
not
understand.
upgrading anything. Okay.
So how could I use my 3 points remaining to get?
You could gain
proficiency
medium
with
armor proficiency.
Uh-huh.
It'll cost 2 points to do so. And then you could spend 1 point on a weapon proficiency that you think would be worth it. Martial weapon proficiencies if warlocks don't already have them.
I don't know if they do. Why don't I just hold on to that 1 point?
Okay, so downtime points are not bankable. When they are not
okay.
spent at the end of a series, they will do something if you didn't spend them.
They will do something?
Yes, I'm not saying what it is. I've been very mysterious about this, but like,
Okay, well,
there's,
I'm gonna
there's one.
bank it just 'cause I'm curious.
It's not technically banking, but yeah, one of the
Okay.
one of the players is like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not spending any downtime points. I just walk around. I'm not spending any downtime points. And I'm like, it's gonna be a very interesting one. It's gonna be, okay, so train medium proficiency 2 points. So your character is now proficient with medium armor. Cool.
So I would need to find medium armor out in the world, or I could purchase it.
Kenji in the bottom left corner sells stuff.
Okay.
If he has medium armor for you to purchase, go for it.
Okay.
Do I sound strange to anyone else?
No, you're fine.
Well, for the people streaming, I want to see. Josh says I sound strange. I just want to check. Okay. I'm going to check my stuff real quick. It's coming from the Yeti. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. Thank goodness it's just Josh. Okay. Then, last but certainly not least. Oh, wait, no. We have 2 more. Sorry. Back to Peter. If I remember correctly, you went for cooler options on downtime.
I was playing around with that decanter,
Yeah.
trying to figure out how they work.
How many points do
And
we
then I was
have
gonna-
left for that?
You said I learned how to figure out how they work.
No.
I
Yes,
don't-
yes. Hold on.
I know how they work basically. Then my next option, long-term planning, was trying to figure out how to turn that decanter and putting a healing potion into it.
The last game you played in was session 8, right?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Okay. The clock that I have for you for research Decanter of Endless Water, because you're not able to make them yet. You were close
Well.
the last time. You're 6 of 8. So 2 more points, and we're session 8 was your last session, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 6 points for you. So then we can finish that clock this session, so then you can actually session 15, create, and I want to make sure this is showing for you. Hold on. Because I want you to be able to track it to configure ownership. You are Ravenchild. You have ownership. Yeah. And I am showing this to you. Do you see that I just posted up there?
Yes.
On the left side, it'll basically say which sessions, and you can kind of like look at them and edit them accordingly. So session 15, you'll basically be finishing the clock and be able to make decanters of endless water. To craft a decanter of endless water, the recipe is very mundane compared to other stuff. All you need is 200 gold pieces worth of residuum, which is like magical fairy magic powder, and then you can craft one, and it'll take you uncommon magic item. I think it's 8 as well. Downtime, double checking. Yeah, so for an uncommon magic item like that, it would take 8 downtime points for you to craft one yourself and be able to kind of have a duplicate of it. But after that point, I think what you're saying is you want to do is, now that you have the recipe for decanters, is try to make a decanter that does something other than water, right?
Well, I just want to be able to see if I can turn the decanter of endless water into a decanter of endless healing potions, because
Yeah,
I figure that might come in handy. It doesn't have to be anytime soon. Over the course of a period, it
sure.
doesn't have to be now. It's just a long-term project. So,
Understandable. So what I'm going to
yeah.
say is that complete decanter, um, decanter. Do I know how to spell decanter? I don't. 2 points, 8 of 8, and then begin research. So it'll be 4 points on decanter of endless cure or healing potion. And I'm gonna put this as a an unended clock because I don't
Yeah.
personally know how I want to resolve this. I do like the
Yeah.
agency and
So
doing something wild. So I'm gonna say
it's just
four of question mark.
it's a MacGuffin plot point. So it's something he's going to research. So it
Very
doesn't
good.
have to, it can be several levels later. I don't care. It's
What
all fine.
what I'm thinking in my mind from the DM side of it is like you're gonna be researching this. You've already spent 4 points in it. Once you get to a point where it's like I feel like, oh well, he should get something out of this. It might be a situation where you learn to take a potion of healing, right, and put it into the decanter of endless water and spray it on your allies and heal them all healing potion, but just like a shotgun of healing potions or something like that. But it's going to basically be a build up, and as you learn more tricks with the decanter, it'll become more prominently powerful.
It wasn't quite as nasty as my idea with doing that with holy water, because just
Well,
undead,
we could do that too. Yeah, we'll figure out the. I like the idea of a decanter of shotgun water. So we'll play with that a bit. Okay, perfect. And then last but not least, Tom, you were technically built before the first rest, but you didn't reply to the first rest stuff, which is totally fine. So you have 5 points from that initial block that were just unspent. Then we are on session 15, which means I'm really bad at math. So 6 through 14. How many sessions would that be?
32.
Okay, so 32. Wait, is that real? You're lying, right?
Yep.
I said I'm bad at math. Stop. So it's 8. Okay, so 8 points. You could establish 2 friendships if you wanted to. You could lock in with Ramilda and get her friendship, and also train on some of the instruments that she provides. How would you like to proceed?
I think that would probably be the first starting point because obviously somebody that knows how to play instruments would know if there's anything worth doing here involving playing instruments. Although I already know how to play like 7, so I'm not sure how many
Okay.
she might.
So Ramilda works interestingly. So you don't gain the cantrip right away. You gain it after the session that we're in. So what you do gain as a benefit for this session is that you are going to be able to spend a single inspiration dice that she has given to you that will last for the entire session. When you spend her inspiration dice, it'll add 1d10 to the result. And then if you want to spend the next 4 points, you could gain 4 proficiencies with instruments that you don't already have. Her list is pretty much all the main ones: bagpipes, dulcimer, drum, flute, horn, lute, lyre, pan flute, shawm, and viol.
Yeah, I guess I don't have Sham and Viol yet, so we'll go with those.
And how many
For those.
proficiencies would that give you total for her or for musical instruments?
9.
Okay, so that'll actually give you her mastery choice, which I can't post right now because it's not going to be utilizable now.
And one-man band. That is correct, yes.
Yes, and now that you are a one-man band, she sees the benefit of that and will basically be giving you an added option. Okay, perfect. So, 2 more points. So it would have been 4 for the friendship, 2 for the instruments. Do you have? You're brand new. You don't have any magic items for research. There's no training available for you yet, other than what you've already expended here. I do. Does it? Go ahead.
Is there, like a tavern or a gathering place inside of the fort that is kind of a central location? Like, where are we staying? What's kind of the...
Yeah, it's a manor fort. Basically, the reason why I haven't like shown a map of it or done anything like that is because I like it being nebulous. But yeah, there's a central place, like a big round table in the middle or a dining room or something like that.
I am going to try to spend my other 2 activity points kind of not necessarily setting up a base of operations, but a place where I perform to a certain extent, which may be good or bad, I guess, depending on who's around there at the point in time, but just kind of establishing my own kind of corner.
Got it. So, manor fort, 2 points unspent. Okay, cool. Narratively, you have basically become kind of a central location point, spending a lot of time practicing there, especially with the new instruments that you just gleaned, and I have your stuff updated here. As far as updates besides, I've got one more that I need to throw on there. Bam. 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 Kapow. Delete. Doing cool stuff behind the scenes, folks. Looking radical while doing it.
Ooh-wee.
Edit item, details, +1 damage. Done.
Thank
+1 daggers on the board. Were you able to figure out the +1 damage for your weapon, Zach?
Sorry, what was that?
Were you able to figure out the +1 damage adding to your
Yeah,
weapon?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. +1 damage, but not +1 to the roll. I got you.
Correct. Okay, perfect. So it's a free roam game. You are allowed to go wherever you want. I have given you a list of options that are currently pertinent to the group. I'm going to go through those in very quick recital, just so people who are watching at home have kind of a little bit more understanding of the ins and outs and the goings on of the setting. So there's the abandoned mine, which I believe that Fridweird you've been to. It is a mine that had been taken over by mushrooms and spiders, and apparently a very large mushroom creature that has like the corpses of dwarf miners in it, as kind of like a muscle tissue, is kind of roaming around in that space. One very big
Frid has
boss.
been for that one.
Yeah, very big boss, scary shit.
Yes.
There are a couple places that were spotted out by Leo, who is Chedward's character. He used one of his downtime activities to kind of look around the manor fort and see what's kind of nearby. There's an ancient stepwell, which is created by an ancient society that nobody understands. It's just on the side of Mount Azumaten. It is not connected to the mountain stair. There is a cave temple, which is another society's kind of cave temple structure, and it's kind of on the northern side of the manor fort property proper. And I believe there was a magical glade, yet unexplored glade near the manor fort that appeared to have magical energies swirling about it. Then we have Barbagezi Boat, which group of individuals, which I think includes... No, it didn't have bait in it, did it? Did you go to the boat? You didn't go to the boat. No, it was not you. Nobody's been to the boat. It's basically a river boat that's like right on the river on the north side of Lorade, and it is made by gnomes that used to traffic like up and down Lorade River to the city center proper. There is a hidden house that was saw and spotted out on the southern coast of Sunsend, and it has only just been seen. Nobody's really explored it at all yet. There's the mountain stair that folks tried to go up and were unable to successfully do so. Spellcraft appears to be necessary to get past it. There's the village of Blue. There's a southern side of Blue that hasn't really been investigated. Whitestone Lookout. I believe Peter, Lucian's first survey team out, had an option between the chapel and the Whitestone Lookout. You elected to go to the chapel, but it's basically some dwarven redoubt on the southern side of the coast there, just down the cliff into the lowland area near the Cloaked Wood. And then I think the one that folks were mentioning the most in the chat was Coppercleft, which Remilda specifically is very urgently pressing individuals to kind of go to this location. There is apparently a drow tower. Real quick addendum though. Drow have a very long history of being one way, and they are not that way in this campaign setting, so I just want to make sure something is very clear. They are not maniacal and evil. They are very much isolationists, and they hate other people. And the reason why that is because in the break between Fae and the Drow, instead of separating themselves in an unseelie fashion, they instead separated themselves from the Feywild in its entirety. So when a elf trances, they trance and connect with the Feywild, regaining magical energies from it. Drow are like, nah, that ain't for me, fam. Instead, they connect to what is called a dreaming, and that is a conglomerate of individual Drow creating a dreamscape for them to basically live inside of, but also be able to disconnect from, and kind of like, it's kind of like a lot of people in our life just jumping on and playing like an MMORPG, except that it's in a dreaming space. So they isolate from culture. They develop like enclaves underneath. Their god, or the thing that they worship, is called the Dreamweaver, and is also represented by a spider. So in that, I guess that they have similarities. But yeah, they're not inherently evil creatures like older tropes of Drow. But one of them reached out to Brimilda through dreaming, and basically said, I need help. These people have raided my tower. Please come assist. So Ramilda's kind of like, go and help this Drow maiden and recover her from her tower. That's at Coppercleft. And I think that was the one that folks were kind of looking towards.
Well, at least me it was, but
Yeah, I think
know
you're the only one that said.
Sounds good
I
to me.
chimed in. I jokingly chimed in, but I think that it would also make sense given the newly established friendship with Ramilda that it would have come up during the getting to know each other, learning instruments, establishing myself portion. So I think
Real quick,
it would be something.
I want to address something real quick. I just noticed. You look like an absolute badass vampire. Do you have a cat in your lap right now, Zach? Is that what's happening? Yeah, you look like some sort of like
He is
evil.
cuddling a void.
You look like some sort of evil vampire, like from like. I just saw you pop on and I was like, God damn, okay.
He's cuddling a void.
Yeah, those vibes are strong.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Focusing up. So Coppercleft, Tom, you were just chiming in, and sorry to cut you off there. Vampires
I
popping up.
understand. Impressive void.
It sounds like those two, that would be Peter and Tom, are kind of looking at Coppercleft. What about you two?
well,
on
I
the
have.
Oh,
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. My logic was to do with the fact that I'm kind of tied with the Fae, and that would be the pertinent. If a Fae is in need of rescuing, there would probably be a little voice in my ear saying, "Go do that."
Okay. What about you, Andy, and also Zach?
Sounds good. Also
Good.
tied to the Fae.
Zach?
I mean, I'm also tied to the Fae, but honestly, what better bait for goblins than fucking bait?
Yeah, you got to go deal with goblin kind. It does seem that the goblins in question are intermingled with other, like, it's more of like a raider group. They were seen in other locations as having kind of human compatriots. There was the bandits that were fought up by the Apple Press. I don't know if anybody here was for. Nope, nobody here was one in that one. But there were bandits that had like an amulet, like a small little necklace that has a hooded head figure on its kind of icon, like some sort of bell hood on its marker there. So, yes, Coppercleft. Sounds good. Now, there's an established camp at the Crypt of Bilisk, and for the purposes of adventure, you can start at established camps if you so desire. If you'd like to start your adventure at the Crypt of Bilisk, you may. Or if you'd like to move through the process of going and checking the other locales along the way, that's also an option. Again, we're in free roam, so the rules are a little bit more lax for you folks. How would you like to play it out?
I'm fine with just going straight there, to be honest.
Right on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think starting
Okay.
at the crypt is probably reasonable.
So if we start at the crypt, we have 2 spaces of random encounter town. So we'll need 2 representatives for the group to go ahead and throw that. Tom, since you are the elected party mascot,
Of course.
you can decide whether to go up and then left and then up, or left and then up and then up.
I was gonna say left and then up.
Cool. So
And
pick
I
your
guess since I made that choice, I will roll
the first one, at least. Okay, let's see a d20 roll. Okay, great. So this is a discovery, and you said you were moving to the left, right?
Yes.
Okay, bear with me here for a second while I move some stuff around. Okay. Bear with... Oh, I don't have anything written on this one yet. Okay. So we are moving into what is known as the Royland. The Royland is south of Lake Lorraine, and it is kind of like that area west of the road, west of the hills that the crypts are all in. And it's kind of a hodgepodge of ruins, spaces kind of jutting out of the ground, looking like they may have been there for thousands of years. Just an absolute gathering of old structures. It is understood that the Royland was held primarily by dwarves back in the prime of Sunsend. And you would see what appears to be a ruined tower not too far from where you are located. That appears to be functioning. The tower's broken down a bit, but it does look as though there are people that are in the tower. And I'm going to show you something. It's not going to give you any information, but just so I can put the icon on the board. I'll explain what I mean by it. I haven't written anything here. The Royland is Brent's area. We're kind of going through Brent's DM area. I can certainly
Is this
run.
tower cursed?
Well, it starts with an R. A lot of the places in
Okay, that
Brent's
makes
area
sense.
are
Okay,
going to
that's
start
right.
with an
Okay,
R.
okay.
It is more than likely cursed. Let me go
Okay.
ahead and take a look at the actual module proper, and I can give you some
I'm
more.
just,
But
I'm just seeing black screen. That's just the name. Is that right?
yeah, it'll just say the name. Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't gotten anything written in there yet.
No
I'm
worries.
formulating Brent's area and populating it with modules. Easy peasy stuff for him to kind of run through. He did great the other night, and if you get a chance to play in one of his games, I would take it. It doesn't look like I even... It's in my notes somewhere. The tower looks like it's, off in the distance. It looks like it's being utilized, but by who you can't say for certain. Based on proximity, you assume it's like the Goblin Raiders or the Fellhoods. But if you want to go ahead and bypass that and just move on to the next beat, we can. Or if you want to engage with it, I can definitely do that still too.
I mean, I vote we bypass. We're not the tankiest party in the world,
Yeah.
to say the least.
Okay,
It did sound a little urgent.
go ahead.
Bait's basically a paladin. I don't know what you're talking about.
What were you saying, Tom?
It
Sorry.
sounded
Paladin?
the cave, the Coppercleft situation sounded a little urgent. So
Okay.
I think I.
Next roll of a d20 as we move into the next phase. Gosh, I hope you roll a 20. That'd be funny as hell.
Call it out.
Because every party that's moved into the
You know what?
Royland has...
I'll roll another one. The first one went so well. What's the worst that could happen?
A 20. A 20 is the worst that could happen.
This will be another discovery. So you would see, almost as if in sequence, right? So when you kind of form like a battlement wall or line, you typically have towers down throughout. And I don't know if anybody, I know Peter will probably know right off, but like Hadrian's Wall kind of formulates like this slow broken wall that looks like it was probably more notable in its prime. And that is something you're kind of following along your way to Lorraine. And you'll see that there is a tower that looks like it is in a much worse state than the other one. But something about it, something about this tower's position seems to kind of like clock in your mind that this might be something that has a layer beneath it, a basement beneath it, based on the fact that it's built on kind of a higher hill. From this point, too, you can see that the wall actually terminates, the broken wall terminates at a grouping of rocks, which on your map and based on the description you would have received from Ramilda, is Copper Cleft. About a half a mile more or so on towards the lake. I'm assuming we're not checking out the tower again as we are pressing on. I will mark this one on the map for others to see as well. It too is another dungeon for Brent that we will eventually be populating more fully. There's a loading screen when you try to go in. No, I have it. I have it available. I could definitely run it, like, if you wanted to do that, but let Brent have his fun, okay? Come on now. We move into the Copper Cleft without issue. Okay, once arriving there, the structure of this hill is a bit different than most of the rocky outcroppings you've seen along the way. Instead, the rocks seem to jut up in kind of pillar-like fashion, and some of them have almost a hexagonal kind of like, almost as if they were sculpted that way, shape. I believe it's basalt is the name of the rock that kind of does this in natural formations, and you'd all be kind of understanding that this may look like an unearthly thing or a natural, supernatural thing, but you kind of come to the understanding that it's probably fine. When you enter into this space, there's a small kind of rocky way that goes up to a spot where you see there are vultures that have descended down into this kind of narrow canyon that moves into kind of like the heart of Copper Cleft. And you would see that they are picking at what appears to be kobold bodies, and it looks like they've been dead here for a while. And on your approach, the vultures will basically just kind of move away, take higher perches, and watch you as you move into this space. The space in question, and I'm going to activate it. It's going to have older tokens, and I will remove those quickly. But I will move your tokens onto it. Uh-huh.
Beans.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And so you would see that it kind of leads up into this kind of opening area, and there's dead kobolds kind of on the ridges above you. And up ahead, there's a very large stone that looks like it's been set up in kind of a lean-to fashion, like someone has pushed it onto two larger blocks, almost to cover something up. On closer inspection, you'll see that there's a staircase behind this wall, and the staircase descends into the hill proper. If you have Arcana trained, I would like you to make an Arcana check for me. And if you have a history check, or history proficiency, I'd like you to make a history check.
Somebody's gonna have to do it for me because for some reason my screen gone blank on the Foundry thing.
Vision. Bear with me here. I don't know why it keeps resetting the people who played in the first game's vision to nothing. You have base vision, and I'll say... Are you seeing now?
Just completely black.
Nothing
sort
there.
of reset itself. Yeah, it sort of reset itself. I don't know why.
Huh.
It'll probably take a minute to come back like it did last time.
Okay. For those who are newer to Foundry, this would be mainly for Tom. Well, you've already done so, but select your token, top left, double swords. If it's already showing the stuff on the bottom, you're Gucci. And then, Tom, when you're rolling a... Oh, you haven't rolled your... You don't have Arcana trained?
No.
Oh, man. Okay. Greatest part. Love it. Okay. So I'll throw one for you, Peter, since it's being difficult.
Yeah, I don't know why it suddenly went blank. It's just like, gone. It's
Okay.
being very slow for me this week. Usually it's like instant, but it's
It's okay. A lot of people know I roll really well, especially when I'm rolling against the party, but I apparently have rolled well for you as well. So with an 18, Lucian, you're able to kind of point out something that Fridweird wasn't able to kind of denote. On this back wall here that looks like it's been kind of set up and pushed into the hill proper, seemingly holding back like a lot from behind it, you can see that there are very faint, but in your eye, kind of denotable markings that have
I
been
can see.
yay. There are markings that have been carved into these structures on the northern side. Um, very faint runes. And upon inspection, you were at the chapel basement. The runes seem to be the same language, the same writing language as those runes in the basement that we're sealing it. Um,
Right.
Do you want to kind of jot those down for Calithian to pass those off to him? I believe he was the one that was
Sure.
studying those. Okay,
Yeah, I got a little notebook.
perfect. Other than that, there's really nothing else on here except for the descent into the hill. Um, let's see how that goes. Anybody want to take point?
No, definitely not. The opposite of take point.
More than fair.
Well, I'm more of a backliner with ranged attacks myself, so
Yeah. So as you descend down, you would see that the cave very dark. It appears to have at certain points kind of these bluish crystals. For those of you who are magically inclined, the first thought is this might be residuum crystals, but it
Oh,
seems that they are not. They are a very strange manifestation of magical ice that's not cold. So it's literally liquid water that has been frozen, but is not cold. And again, we're in a fantasy world.
mm,
Ice can be not cold. Um, and that appears to be what these crystals are. On the ground in front of you, there are markings that appear to be of an ancient civilization that is not known to you off the bat. And I'm going to activate this scene. You'd basically be coming into this area here. You would see what looks like, symbol as mentioned, a descent down to an area, and you'd hear water splaying down, apparently coming in from the lake through a small underground series of like cracks and
mhm.
rivers, and this water is just splaying down and down beneath you. Um, you see a bunch of dead kobolds. Looks like one adventurous vulture has made it down here and is picking at one that happens to be glowing. There's like a radiance kind of glowing from it. It appears the case that there is another one that is also glowing. Um, if you have Arcana trained, you would recognize that the glowing seems to be a very strange, latent um, uh, continuance of the spell Starry Wisps, which illuminates a target for a single round. But for some reason, these ones have been left to illuminate since their demise.
Would we know which class of person would be able to cast that spell?
A druid, and you would know if you know, uh,
Yeah.
there was a druid that came through here. Actually, a druid that Lucian you're familiar with, Kalen, was one of
yeah.
the adventurers that came through here, and was a fan of that spell. If you move up to the area, just if you have any questions about the environment that you're looking at before you, feel free to field those questions. Everybody's just bravely not moving up, except for Lucy, kind of like,
I am. I just I seem to be the only one with
yeah,
I can see an icon.
we need a forward. So there's the hole in the ground. There's light coming from above, and it seems to be kind of shooting straight down. Bait, you kind of move amongst the corpses. Fridward, you kind of see them as well. It looks like they were defeated quite heinously by their opposition. Um, it does look
So,
like.
like,
Go ahead.
Okay, so what kind of markings on them are there? Are there stab wounds, piercing? Is it like could we tell what kind
You're
of
able
weapons
to
were used?
identify that this was the other faded ones that came through here
Ah,
by the glowing and by the strokes that were kind of dealt to them,
oh
the
no.
the wounds. Thorn, you kind of move along the side on the outskirts there, and it does look like there's kind of a pocket of space kind of along this path to the north that you could get to.
Is there anything at this spot? Like
It looks like a column that was knocked down, but it doesn't look like it was a structural column. More kind of like an image of some individual. A lot of the faces that are on these are very interesting. If you have history trained, go ahead and make a history check.
No, I don't have that either. What are you talking about?
Fucking bards.
I
What?
think I do. Hang on.
Okay.
I'm not a knowledge bard. I'm a performance bard.
Yeah, he's proficient
That's right.
in shit posting. Come on.
Yeah, and Peter, go ahead and give me a history check if you got it, because you've seen a couple of these icons already.
Dawn Star Moon, the Grey Orderless, surely you've heard of us.
Just a normal roll.
Yeah, history.
There you go.
So
16.
looking at the architecture here, it does have a certain quality that is very dwarvish. The faces that are kind of present here, not exactly any kind of modernity, but they have a very dwarvish kind of aspect to them. But there's also a hint or a mix of Vazriel, which is the church, the underground. There was like Vazriel properties there. The Cryptobilisk, which is where you camped, has certain kind of properties in question with this. The Vazriel are basically a people who came before the people who created the city of Sunsend. They were more of like a tribal people who worshipped things that were more powerful than them, because gods aren't really a tangible thing in setting. So they would worship things like, hydras or a dragon or whatever was basically willing to take on a bunch of idiots to follow them around and feed them. Uh, the Vazriel. And it worked for them. Thorn, do you wish to proceed all the way to the northern side?
Or
And Lucian and I think Bait, were you two moving towards the hole in the center?
I think so.
Generally, I was just going to go peer down it and see
Okay.
what's going on.
So from the hole, you would see that like there's a small little area here that would allow for an easier drop down, which leads to a structure on this side down below you about 30 or 40 feet. And it looks like it's a tunnel that goes into the hill deeper. Looking straight down, though, with the light that's coming from above, you can see what looks like the silhouette of a dragon's head directly beneath you about 100 or so feet. And as you see it, you realize it's not moving or anything. It's a structure. Andy?
So you said that water is flowing down. Where's the water in relation to the passage that we just described?
It would be further north from the passage you entered in, so presumably closer to Lake Lorade.
Okay, so we could easily get into this passageway without worrying about drowning.
Yeah. It doesn't look like the water that's coming through here is going to interfere with your descent.
Okay, thank you.
So, Bait and Lucian, you'd be able to determine there's a safe route, and there's a not-so-safe route. You can climb down 100 feet to the dragon's head down there, and then apparently a very open cavity beneath that. Or you can drop down about 30 or so feet through a very simple climb, no roll needed, and then go into the tunnel and wind your way down.
Yeah, I think we'll go the safer route. At least that's
Safe.
my thought.
What about you, Zach? Safe route or no?
Nate doesn't want to do anything.
Bait
Really,
just...
do your thing.
Okay.
Your thing, mate.
Thorn, you come to the northern side here, and you'd see, not pictured on the map, but it looks like there was a camp here, and it looks like it has basically just been sitting here for a few days. Based on the bedrolls and the size of it, it looks like they were kobolds that were present here. And you would see a small little shrine that appears to have a dragon-toothed dagger set upon it, and also a large dragon scale, like about the size of a buckler or a little larger dragon scale.
oh well, I'll take those.
Okay. I will do my best to add those to your sheet.
And I suppose I should climb my way up here to
Down, yeah.
Swallow people into the
This
abyss.
actually has an almost stair-like effect that descends down.
Okay.
It kind of shows it in the spot, and then it kind of goes up to the side there, and you see your friends starting to prepare to descend. All right. Anybody have any other questions or things that they want to discover in and around this area?
No.
Okay.
Down we go.
Bear with me here.
So there was a safe way and a not so safe way. What happens with the not so safe way?
So if it descends down 100 feet, and then it looks like it goes to a dragon's head, like structure that's over top of some very much larger empty space. Do you want to descend down there? You take some.
Bait looks at you and goes, "Come on."
Yeah, it's I've dove off a few stages, but this is a little intense. But go.
You're gonna jump down the hole.
Yep.
Do you have feather fall?
Yeah.
Freelick needs to roll a new character.
What?
Classic.
I will be looking for an acrobatic way down. I'm not
You're
swan
not,
diving
you're not
100
climbing
feet.
down, Zach. You're jumping down rather than
No,
climbing.
I'm not diving down 100 feet either. I thought we were gonna just try and make some bunny hops down this way with like acrobatics or athletics.
Yeah, if you're going the normal route, you don't need to. Yeah, you don't need to make any rolls. If you're just going the kind of safe route, you can kind of bunny hop down there without issue. If you're descending down, 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 it is going to be an athletics check or an acrobatics check to descend safely down to the dragon's head that's jutting out over the larger space. If you have rope, you can secure it. There's plenty of places for you to do so. You need 100 feet of line to get the benefit, but if you have rope descending down, you'll gain advantage on your check to descend.
You're standing on top of me, mate.
I mean,
I've got
Bait
some rope. You got some rope?
does Bait have rope? Yes. Hold on. It's in one of these fucking stupid pouches.
I'll presume that you have 100 feet of rope. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have adventurers packs or dungeoneers packs,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
fine. Okay, so go ahead and make an athletics or acrobatics check with advantage. The two of you. I'm assuming the warlocks are kind of like over by the tunnel way, kind of looking at the situation with like concern, as the bard and the boggart are doing their thing.
Well, I'm going down the cautious way. So.
Yes.
Me too.
Absolutely. So the cautious way actually goes into the wall and will kind of descend in a tunnel, seemingly. And we'll get to you here in a second. Bait, you're good.
Jesus.
And Thorn, you're good. You descend 100 feet, and you're able to kind of like utilizing like a really cool method, pull the rope down or leave it, your choice.
We're gonna yank the rope so it like unknots itself and falls. So
On
we can
top of
use the
this statue, you're on top of what appears to be like a dragon that's been built into the ceiling of this very large open space beneath you. But stabbed directly into the top of the statue of the dragon, seemingly able to be removed with relative ease, is a beautiful looking longsword. Gorgeous looking longsword. Like, think of like your stereotypical like Conan the Barbarian, cool looking sword hilts. It's like one of those kind of dealies. Like, it's very gorgeous, very ornate.
Fashionable?
Fashionable, I would say. Yes.
Well, you know, I found this earlier. Perhaps you'd prefer this, and I'll pull out that dagger that I just found. I see Bait with his 800 daggers.
Yeah,
Right
more
here.
dagger.
I'll trade this. Take this.
You take this and I'll keep this? Okay, if that's the route of it, I'm going to go ahead and move the dragon tooth to Bait, and then I will put the vicious longsword onto your sheet.
Beautiful.
Bear with.
Some good moves, by the way. You ever been in a band?
Bait's been in a bed.
Yeah. What was it called?
Yeah. Bait, just remember it being called the band. Everyone called us the band. You know, we had some great songs. Like, they stole our stuff. It's the band.
Oh yeah. I was I'm the lead singer of the Grey Orderless, but we're not allowed to use that name anymore. A very fancy-looking man came down and told us we weren't allowed to.
Indeed, not worried about fancy men.
A very fancy-looking man. uh, I was jabbing at you the other night, and you're just jabbing back. Okay, so the weapon in
Just wait
question.
until I start actually using vicious mockery, John.
Well, I think it's funny that the sword that you got is a vicious longsword. That's very funny.
Absolutely don't know how to use it, but it looks really nice on my hip.
Absolutely.
Zach.
Okay, so descent down. Bear with me here. I've got a handout here. Oh, you were saying something, Zach. Go ahead.
Move your token, dude. You're on top of me. Thank you.
Toggle navigation. Configure activate. So, the two warlocks, when you come down the passageway, along the way, you'll notice that the temperature has decreased a bit. Noticeably, but it seems to also kind of like probably have been colder at an earlier point. There's rime and kind of frost that seems to be kind of leaking, like slow dripping. It's like a situation where, you know, your power goes out and you look in your refrigerator like an hour into that situation and everything's kind of starting to, you know, got a nice gloss to it. When you come through to the end of this tunnel, this is what you're seeing. It appears to be a wide open space with some sort of altar. It looks like the altar has been completely cleared of whatever was on it, and it also looks like there was a battle here based on the ground having like blood stains on it, but there do not appear to be any remnants of any combatants whatsoever. It definitely looks as though the space in question before you, probably where a dragon was located and defeated. And it also seems that a lot of drag marks are kind of present on the ground, as if bodies were being dragged from this place. And bear with me here while I get you established in the map proper. For some reason, it is being a goofy little thing, and I can't. Oh, I see. Thank you for being patient with me.
Yeah, no worries.
All right. Activate. Okay. So for actual directionality, you two are coming in from here, and then you two are up here, about 100 feet above the ground. Oh, also, this pile of treasure isn't there. I see people.
What?
No, yeah, the pile of treasure has been taken. Sorry. And not by who you think.
Oh.
Did anybody catch that episode? No?
Mm-mm.
That shit was hilarious. Last 10 minutes. Absolute treat. I should clip it and just post it somewhere. It's so good. But yeah. Bait and Thorn, if you are just lowering yourself on a rope, like dropping a rope and descending down it, with the check that you had before, totally doable. No problems.
Yep.
Lucian, when you kind of come up to this altar space, you can see that there's kind of like a trace remnant on the ground of like the ice was kind of like not being allowed to kind of cover the space, like, you know, when you move your car after a snow.
Yeah.
And it looks like it was a pile of just like refuse or treasure or something. You'd also see what appear to be kind of like small elements of like dragon kind. Like a small dragon was here at some point and is no longer. And it looks like there's a lot of blood on the ground in front of the altar. This appears to be, from what you can tell, kind of like the scene of a battle.
Yeah.
Something very dire kind of happened right here at the front of this altar. The symbol on the back of the altar very ancient, very similar to kind of some of the stylings up above, but it seems to be kind of honorific to a dragon, not dwarven kind or something to that effect. And based on the other motifs present in the room, you assume that this was some sort of place of Vazriel worship where they worshipped a larger dragon than the amount of blood would kind of, and the space would kind of indicate.
If the altar is sort of a flat surface like that, just can I tap on it and see if it sounds hollow?
It does not. It does seem very sturdy, but go ahead and give me an investigation check, because that's a very sound question.
Let's see. Where's that skill list thing again?
For the others, another point of interest is to the south of where you're located. It does appear that there's a very large grand opening or hall that leads into the space.
Got a 15 on that.
So as you're kind of looking around the space, there's no like secret door, secret switch or anything, but you manage to find what appears to be a kind of golden necklace that is like wedged between the altar space and like the back wall, and it looks like it was just kind of like flippantly kind of discarded and left here for you. And I'll add that to your sheet.
All right. Well, anything is useful. I know somebody mentioned they handed out a bunch of dragon gold to everybody, but I have no idea what that amount was.
It was added. It was added to your sheet automatically. It was a.
Oh, well,
it was a pit. It was a pittance being split 20 something. It was like 20 gold.
Oh, well, okay.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, I just needed to figure out what kind of funding I need for this other stuff I was doing, so I'll
Absolutely.
build it up over time.
Well, that necklace is worth 250 and can be traded for that amount of currency. So, good start.
There we go.
Anybody else have any questions about the space, or do you wish to delve southernly?
Oh, yeah, I think we found everything we can here.
Is blood from a ritual or for somebody not making it down the hole right?
Yeah. Stop trying to right-click on things.
I guess down to the south.
Okay. So, I would like to ask, as you approach, well, I'm going to explain something as you approach, and then I'm going to ask a question. As you're approaching, far down this tunnelway, where it looks like there's kind of a portal that would have gone to like an open air area, you can see that it's been caved in. There's like a large amount of rubble present there. There does appear to be a cleft that's kind of cut out of it that allows access to what's on the other side, but it's narrow and seems to be very kind of closed off. As you're approaching this, do you want to move in any kind of way? Is there anything about your movements or mannerisms that I need to take into account?
Stealthily?
Okay.
I won't start that way, but when I notice other people trying to approach cautiously, I'll get the picture and kind of crouch down a little bit.
Okay. So then, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just generally peering down the corridor, see what's down there.
Okay. So yeah, it's basically the portalway has been crashed in. There's like a very narrow kind of egress out, and it does look like there's lights flickering beyond the portalway. Frid, you stated that you're moving up stealthily.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Sure thing.
And I'm going to move you to another map, but just keep in mind we're not there yet. Some of us will not be able to, in character, see what we are in map seeing.
Got it.
But Fred, you're going to be able to see just fine. So as you come up to the stone thing and kind of look out and see, you would see that there are 3 goblins near to where you're at, standing at torchlights, and they're holding very massive-looking crossbows. Now, with them, it obviously looks a bit more massive. They appear to be like heavy crossbows that they're wielding. You'd also see that not too far behind that, there is a very massive arbalist that seems to be kind of pointed in that general direction to where you are. And you can see goblins kind of gallivanting, moving about the space, some intense, some not. It seems like there's an active kind of party situation happening here. And the 3 goblins that are kind of outside of the door are very actively kind of watching the door, but every so often get bored and talk amongst themselves. With your check, you can go ahead and move 30 feet in if you want to. You can also talk to your party before you go, and then go if you'd like. Or if you wish to remain where you're at, that's fine too.
Yeah, I'm pretty good where I'm at. Everything seems to be in range, so.
Oh, sorry, not Lucian. I'm sorry, Frid. I apologize.
No, I want to
I
move
did it.
away from the area that's being like looked upon for
Okay.
entrance. So
Yeah, there's boxes here that look like they're pretty defensible, and easy to hide in.
like that.
Yeah, that works. So you kind of very quickly sneak and like hop into the boxes as these two are kind of like this one kind of moves over to here and starts chatting with him. And do you say anything to your group before you go?
I'll say what my plan to do.
Okay. So Lucian, Bait, and Thorn, Frid moves in, explains that planning to sneak past. If anybody wishes to approach and sneak through, a stealth check will be required. Otherwise, your position will be right inside of that cavern space as you engage.
I'm gonna try and move behind this box when I can get my icon to move again. But
Yeah, make sure up in the top left you have token select, and then that should help. And if that worked, then make a stealth check. I think you targeted yourself.
Stealth check too.
yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
Up in the top left, does it have the little token control selected?
Yep.
And you have the little square at the top selected?
I do now.
Okay. Then you should be able to move at that point.
There it goes. There it goes.
+1 as well.
Oh, yeah, we have a person with stealth trained. If you do not have stealth trained, then you'll get a +1 to it.
Oh,
Okay. Bait, you can move 30 feet out to where you want to. And then Lucian, you've moved as well. Good. Thorn, you're the last one.
My time to make too much noise accidentally, and then we'll pretend it was all on purpose. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
all crowd around me. Go
So
away.
I'm going to
I
pause
was
and
going over this direction, but I'm not going to make it there, I know.
go ahead and tell me or show me where you're going. Okay.
I was going to go over this way.
You're gonna make
Everybody else is crowding.
you're gonna make it. You will make it there. But the main thing is that when you do, what we will end up, and everybody else will start the match off as hidden. So the situation will stand as follows. I've put up an initiative tracker. We're getting ready to go into an initiative. Go ahead and give me initiative rolls, please.
Okay. Is that on the bottom?
It's on the bottom. It'll be above your picture. There's like a little suitcase and a dice. The dice is the button.
Thank you.
All right, everybody rolled?
Mhm.
Great.
Oh. Whoa.
Okay, so you catch them off guard, Thorn, and you see them kind of like, huh? And kind of see you as you're like,
As they all Tim Allen.
and they all look at you, and they all like raise their crossbows to point at you, and you're just like, and you gotta stop at the
Yeah,
box and.
I wanna be very clear that my idea of moving stealthily is apparently like stage stealthy, so it's not at all stealthy. It's very over dramatic, like creeping
Right.
forward. Like, yeah.
A little bit of that action.
Yeah.
Perfection. So they spot you out, and you see them kind of train their crossbows towards you. They have not made an alert call yet. That has not happened. They will do so on their initiative. So if they are not around at that point, then you may be able to spare yourself some heartache. I'm going to hit begin encounter. I'm going to cue a music. I think this is the one I want.
Out of curiosity, is every goblin queued or just the 3?
They will work on tandem because they are a team.
I meant like these 2 over here.
No, just the 3 up front. Sorry, just the 3 here.
I wanted to clarify. Thank you.
Sorry. Yeah, they have not let out an alarm, so they're not. Yeah, these ones don't look like they're hanging out with the ballista. It looks like they just are near the ballista and are fucking around doing shit. So, Bait, you're first up on the docket. They do not know you're there, so you have advantage on your attack rolls for this combat.
Cool. And I don't have the shield out. I've had the blades out.
Okay.
So, if I can just rush up to here
Yeah.
and against this one,
Mm-hmm.
I need to T, and then I can. Oh, actually, bonus action rage.
Oh,
I
also,
love that.
for those of you who haven't played in a while, there's sound
Excellent.
effects and crazy stuff that are going to happen.
This is awesome.
I have advantage, right?
Uh-huh. That'll work. Tell me how it goes.
Oh, so Bait walks up in stealth behind them. They turn their heads this way, so he like turns around looking the other way over his shoulder, and as he does, Bait grabs the whip around the back of his neck and just yanks him down onto the ground, snapping his neck as he slams into the bottom.
Yeah,
of the
absolutely demise. Like, you obliterate him. The look of, like, who the fuck is that blonde rock star over there has changed to a, oh god, my friend, my dearest
As
friend.
he does it, he's roaring with rage.
Okay. Next on the docket, Thorn, you are not gaining any benefits advantage or anything to that effect. You are in simple mode, regular guy mode. What would you like to do?
I guess for lack of another option, it's been a long time since I've played something that isn't just spell casting. If I throw a dagger, do I get dex on damage on that too?
Yeah.
Or okay, then that's gonna be what I do immediately at the one closest to me.
Watch out. Okay, make sure you hold your mouse over the target that you want to make, and then press the letter T on your keyboard, and it should put kind of an indicator on it. And then
Yes.
click on the normal at the bottom there, or it should have created like a pop-up. Click normal for attack. Did it bring up a pop-up at all, or no?
It did not, but I
Okay.
know where it's at on my sheet.
Yeah, well, if you see in the chat, see how it says attack and damage, you can recur the attack by pressing the word attack, and then you'll get the
Oh, I
damage by
see.
pressing damage in the chat.
Okay.
And then it'll bring up a pop-up that says, yep. Good. Go ahead and roll the damage by going up to where the entry is in the chat. Hit the damage, yep. Okay, so tell me how it works.
I'm just gonna be like, oh, sorry, we're here for the party, and
Yeah!
throw it right into it.
It just slams right into his face. Dead. Okay. Next, then on
And
the
I would
docket.
like to approach to retrieve said dagger.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. You walk over and just pull it right out of his face, and this guy's like, it would be focused on you if there wasn't a barbarian in front of him. Okay, go ahead and end your turn. At the bottom there, should see it. Do you see a button for end turn at the bottom on the right?
I don't think so.
You might have a bunch of
Oh,
options.
there it is. No, I see it.
Got it. Okay,
Bottom,
so
bottom.
Frid, you're up.
Yep. If I want to use one of my warlock features, which is Fiendish Vigor, I can cast False Life on myself. So is that considered
An action.
an action?
Yeah.
That's considered an action. Okay.
And if you're doing so, all you need to do is target yourself.
Target yourself
Yep.
and cast the spell.
Yeah, but make sure you have yourself targeted, which you do not.
Oh.
So highlight yourself and then press T,
Highlight yourself. Oh, right. T.
and then
Can you do
hit.
it now? Yes.
Yeah, and then hit the
Okay.
healing in the. See where it says healing in the spell. Click that button
Healing in the spell. Oh,
in the chat.
in the chat. Oh, okay. And then I get the maximum. I get to 12. I
Oh,
don't have
okay.
to roll.
Yeah, go ahead and if you should be able to click that healing, where it says healing in the chat. You see in the chat there's an entry that says Fiendish Vigor where you just cast it, and there's a big button
Yeah.
that says healing.
Yeah.
If you click
Yeah,
that button,
and now I see something that's
yeah,
that's roll or that's not roll. It's just situational bonus. It's just put the number.
situational bonus, put the number, whatever false life maximum would be, yeah, and
Oh,
then
nope,
hit
that's wrong.
that.
That's wrong. Uh, I don't know exactly what to do here. Just click roll.
There you go. 8 plus 4 is 12. Nailed it. And then
I
I will apply it to Frid, which means you now have 12 temporary hit points. And see, it's totally cool. I just want to make sure everybody's okay. If you don't know, we'll work through it. We'll get it. It's totally fine.
Get there.
appreciate it, John.
Absolutely. I know Peter had some trouble in the first one.
Yeah,
and
I get there.
So I'm glad that Andy's also here. And you see, it's not just you. It's not just you. A lot of people.
Yeah,
Tom's had some issues with it. It's a weird system. Once you get used to it, it's so good though. Fred, you're done. That's your action. Any movement
Yeah,
for
I'm
you?
just continuing. No, I'm just continuing to hide.
Okay. Yep. And Fiendish Vigor will not alert anybody to you. Go ahead and end your turn on the bottom right there.
Yep.
And then you're up, Lucien. It looks like there's only one
Yeah.
target left.
That's what I'm going to do is drop an Eldritch Blast on that target.
You have advantage on the attack roll.
Ooh, I love that.
That'll
That's so
hit.
Cool.
Go ahead and click the damage.
Damage. Why am I not seeing?
It's in the chat. So in the chat, right
Yeah.
above where the attack roll is, there'll be the button.
There it is.
Yep.
Sure.
It's so counterintuitive at first, but once you get it, it's
That's
like
the one that got me for the first couple
Yeah.
sessions. Is like looking
So
above
9.
the chat log.
how does it go, Peter?
I got a 9. So.
Well, no, how does it go like
How
descriptively?
does it go means you killed them.
Well, what are you? Basically, I'm trying to visually just turn all my spell attacks into something that looks like an air cutter kind of spell.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just like, so all you see is the air seems to ripple with this slicing blade, and
Cuts him clean, right? But like right at the head level, so you're kind of a bit above Bait, who's a little shorter than this goblin, and you kind of slice straight through his head. Perfect. Love that. Dead and dead. So initiative will conclude, but we are still in a tense moment here. I'm going to hit end encounter, and we are
these guys over here. I can see right where the big ballista is.
yeah, but they are currently like not aware of your presence. Like that was so quick and
That's fine.
Yeah.
I just want to know if I can see them from where I'm at.
Yep.
So it's just
and go ahead and give me a
sniping time.
since you're focused on them. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Hang on.
Mhm.
Quit it.
That list is kind of clunky, but I think like yeah, it's
Well,
something.
things popping up, and it's really annoying. So.
So you're looking over in that direction. There is a tent. You're not aware if there's anybody in it or not, but it does look like there is a tent behind them.
Well, my plan is to pick off the people with the heavy weapons. So
Absolutely smart. These ones dropped heavy crossbows. They look like they are in poor quit condition, so probably not worth the pickup. But the bolts on them look like they are tipped with cold iron.
yeah, still plenty of range.
All
Spell
right.
I'm using is like 120 feet or some such thing.
Yeah, Eldritch Blast is a good one. Do you wish to move up quietly, or do you wish to continue bombarding and fighting from here? So I just want to make sure.
I'm
Stealth.
staying right where I am, and I'm gonna bing, bing, bing.
Okay.
Just gonna walk down the line and pick them off.
Thorn, you get another crack at the pinata here. So if you'd like to take a stealth check and try and hide yourself, you're welcome to do so. And Bait, you have kind of let yourself become visible and are still in the midst of a rage. So I'm assuming you're just gonna go for it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's 30.
So
The +1 would be a 10.
as you're trying to, well, he moved away, so you're stealth.
Oh, okay,
Yeah. As you're getting ready to hide, you see Bait kind of start rushing forward towards the edge. Do you wish to move in that same direction?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And then, Lucien, you have an angle on these guys. They're a little below you, but they're still visible. do you want to, since you're seeing Bait kind of go for it, do you want to engage in the sniping now?
I'm gonna do that now, and
Okay.
I'm gonna go take out the one with the where the big crossbow is.
Got it.
Or the ballista is.
So then we are going right into it then, it sounds like. So I'm going to go ahead and be very sad that I got rid of the initiative.
Did I move before?
I don't know why I didn't think Bait.
Initiative
I was
roll?
mid-rage. I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah, please move. Please move if you want to. And then everybody, once we've kind of locked in, and Frid, it sounds like you're kind of preparing to kind of engage as well, battery fire with the other warlock.
Yep.
Perfection. So then everybody re-roll initiative. I should have kept the same one. It would have probably been more pertinent to do so. And the goblins will not get an initiative in this first bit because they are surprised.
Rolled a 14, so hopefully, I guess that's good.
Okay. So, Bait, you are leading the pack here, so go ahead and give me, from that position, move and action. What are we doing?
cool. Is
It's
This is only
jumpable.
like a-
It's totally jumpable.
Yeah.
You have a
Cool.
strength of 10 or higher. Yeah, you can jump down. Now it's kind of like a situation where you're landing on it, and you'll probably want to keep moving. And when you do land on it, you will see very clearly from this position that the tent is occupied, and there are 2 more goblins inside of it.
fuck yeah, there are.
Not
so
for long.
I hit this one right here with the with the blade. Oh no, is that with advantage?
Yeah, it still would be. So go ahead and roll it again. Okay, so you kind of jump down, you kind of land and rush forward with the dragon tooth and just slam it into his chest. What would you like to do in the after? You don't need to roll damage.
Oh cool.
The real quick as a note, mechanical in a sense, the goblins that are present here, unless I indicate otherwise or they look different than these guys, are what are known as minions, meaning when they get hit, they die. So yeah, this one's very dead. What do you do with it with its corpse when you've got it lanced on the dragon tooth?
Oh, immediately grabs into the neck, grabs to the shirt from behind, throws it backwards over himself, so it
Into
falls
the
down.
fire?
Yeah, into the fucking fire pit behind him.
Okay. The
Like head first, so the 2 legs are what are sticking out of the fucking fire.
the absolute silence of it, like it kind of like falls in and just kind of like a shuffle of like you're messing with like a fireplace, with a stick. It's the same kind of sound effect. You'd expect like screaming or something, but you don't get it. He just was like,
Nope.
You know what? It's
I
fine.
went like right into the fucking jugular,
Yeah.
so it's just like a gurgling sort of scorching.
We don't
sound.
need to. We don't need to go through details, but yeah, absolutely. Any other movement from you? You still have 1, 2, 3. So 3 squares of movement, I think.
I don't need any more movement.
Oh, is whip? Whips are not finesse or light, are they?
Yeah,
They are.
yeah.
Okay.
Pretty cool
I
as a
have
rope dart.
Sorry. Yeah, I thought they.
Let me check.
were
Let me check.
finesse.
I think so too, but I'm double checking. Double checking. Just want to be sure because it didn't show up on my side. Is why I'm. Whip. Whip, martial, melee, details. Whip, martial, melee, finesse. They are not light, so they cannot be used as an offhand weapon unless you have 2-weapon fighting.
No, that my offhand weapon was the blade.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it's just backwards.
That was my main attack. Yeah.
Got
I
it.
did it backwards because I wanted to land with the close attack and then reach over without moving anymore because I thought that's more cinematic.
I'm okay with that. Okay,
Right? Like he just jumps in
whip will hit.
and then like tries to whip.
As the guy is like preparing to kind of like aim or shoot or toggle, because he seems to be kind of like paying attention again for like this millisecond, the whip slams into his head and absolutely just unconsciouses him. He is a dead person. Okay, Bait. Any other movement?
Bait's just gonna move one more step over to here.
Okay. Yeah, tent has a pretty decent opening size to it. That's kind of that front side, and Lucian, as you kind of look over in that direction, you were kind of focusing on the tent, right? You see Bait
Yeah.
rush over, slam into this first guy, throw him into the fire, slam the whip into the next one. But as the goblin goes into the fire, it causes the fire to brighten, which causes the tent's insides to become apparent to you. You can see that there are two goblins who are kind of looking out of the tent like, what the fuck? And you're kind of standing right there in the barrel.
Has he taken care of the one by the ballista yet?
Yeah, both of these ones are dead. Yep. The ones that are outside of the tent,
Okay.
gone.
Okay, so I'm gonna go target that one inside the dead tent that I can see at least, cause.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's see the shot.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, you would have had advantage. You guys are still in stealth, cool kid mode. But that hits
I'll have an
anyways.
advantage?
Yeah, that hits anyways.
Okay.
So,
And there it is.
damage-wise, you send the kind of wave of eldritch energy through. It cuts a bit of the curtain, kind of holding the tent open, and slams into the goblin. And then you're not sure if you did enough to kill it, but the next second you see like a red line appear on their face as they fall to the side dead. The other goblin is in full panic. Thorn, you are up.
Yeah.
Alright, I will approach a ways here, just so I can see it. Is it underneath the other token, or is my vision just not...
Your vision isn't good enough. You're human. It's right there, but I'll move it up so you can see it. There you go.
I mean, I can also jump across the gap, too, I think, if...
Yeah, if you want to.
need be. Yeah, sure, why not?
You and Beta have been pretty cool so far.
And then... just gonna say, I'm Thorn Star Moon, and we're here to kick your ass, and then vicious mockery at it.
Okay.
DC 14 Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, Wisdom save normal. He cries himself to death.
That's right.
He's like, it's like you know the Beatles, like, you know those old videos you'd see of like the women screaming like, ah. That's literally, he's like, ah, Thor, Sarah, and he dies.
I don't know who you are, but
Oh my God, you're so magnificent. You're angelic. You're beautiful. And he's a dead person. Okay. Then I believe it's going to cycle to Frid. I'll move through the encounter a bit here. Okay, Frid, you're up. There are no more targets on this platform, but what you'll be able to tell is that the targets on the remainder of the platforms on the left, they are activated. There's no... The surprise round, the stealth, that's all gone. A yelling goblin throwing goblins into the fire will do that.
Whoops.
So,
Well.
Andy, how would you like to proceed? Did you catch what I just said? Andy, you're muted, sorry.
I'm so sorry. So yeah, so no more advantage on attacks.
Yeah,
Because...
well, after this round, so you were the last
We'll
person
have
benefiting
doors.
from the stealth, but
Yeah.
immediately after you end your turn, it is full-on real combat time.
I get it.
But everybody else is aware of your presence. So these guys in the middle island here, these guys on the left side, and further down on the way. It looks like there's a hobgoblin a good distance away and kind of tucked away, so he's very hard to target. Eldritch Blast, bang. Damage is not required. This is a minion again. So
Minion, you die.
you remember the battles you had with the undead and you kept putting holes in their chest? Well,
Yeah.
you do the same to this goblin. And it does not stay standing. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to get initiative for them and for them. And Fred, go ahead and end your turn.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so the goblins are going to kind of like immediately let out a rallying cry, and they're going to start moving objectively towards combat. The side that you just shot at, Fred, you're a bit alarmed to see that 3 more goblins rush out of the tent and start making their way towards the bridge. And then you would see that the one that was standing with the ally kind of moves and gets to a point where they're almost crossed fully on the bridge. These two move to here and here, and they look towards Thorn, and seeing him will target him and throw their daggers at him. Thorn, because of your positioning, accidental probably, but still beneficial, you will have half cover, meaning you have a +2 to your armor class against the attacks that I'm about to make against you. And the attacks are as follows.
All part of a plan.
That's going to be a miss. And then the second one. Sorry, it's hard to see the bottom of my screen. I got a big old cat. Okay.
It's okay. People are normally intimidated by my magnificence.
No, I like this. This is better. Throws the dagger. It misses. It goes low. It hits the ballista. It strikes it in such a fashion that it causes the ballista to loose. But when you look at it, you see that it's actually angled in a way that it's pointed at the left side of the large platform, not the hole. And it fires, and you see it absolutely obliterate the goblin that was in the lead on the bridge, just absolutely destroying him. Like, you're looking at the goblin coming towards you, Fred, across the bridge, and then from the side of it, like not in your field of vision, just coming from nowhere, just a large blur of brown, right? And the goblin turns into this splatter of blood just flying through the air as a ballista bolt absolutely just destroys it.
Appreciate your assistance.
I knew you guys would be fans. All right, that's it for the goblins. It'll go, again, hard to see the bottom of my screen with this cat butt. Bait, you're up. These ones look like they're the closest. And yeah, pause for a second. If you move up to a certain point and then track from there, it'll keep memory of that. So you don't have to move the full movement like that. If you want to move to the stair and then move up the stair, yeah, you can do it that way.
Could have.
Totally fine. It works either way. You rush forward. Oh, by the way, when you get into the spot here, you would notice that it looks like there are kobolds that are on the fire pit. Like, they have them, like, grilling, like, steaks on the fire pit there. That'll hit.
Oh, that's so gross.
Don't worry about damage. Spinning around, whip to the face as you're on the approach. Coming around with the dragon tooth blade, slamming it into the next one. That'll hit. And kill. Alright, absolute murder show. Lucian, you can see that the goblin is definitely doing quick work of other goblins. There's these ones on this side.
Those three at the bottom, magic missiling, all three.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so then, yeah, that's a dead. Very smart use of resources.
I better tick it off my sheet then, huh?
Yeah. This one's...
Had it a second ago.
So ballista bolt goes flaring past Fred, and then you see bolts of kind of like a bluish, airy kind of air energy fly out, and each one slams them in the heads, and they all just kind of toggle and fall to the ground, presumably no longer alive.
Nice.
Well, holy crap, guys!
What are you doing?
Don't. If you go into your character sheet, I think you can remove the spell slot for magic missile. It would be. Hold on, I think I can do it real quick.
Yeah.
Magic
Do
missiles.
that right now.
Magic missile's kind of a headache. Yeah. So slots are. Did you see where it says Pact Magic first level on your spell sheet? Here, I'll just remove one. It's the little.
Yeah, that's fine.
There's the little like down pointing arrows on the top right of that, and if they're filled, then they are active spell slots. If they're empty, then they're
I got it.
Cool.
I got two, so.
Got one left, and yeah, you can focus to get it back. So Lucian, you're done. Thorn, you're up.
I assume the one down there is a little more magnificent looking.
Yeah,
perhaps not a minion.
I'll show a picture of him real quick, and then you can decide. But yeah, definitely not a minion. Show to players.
Well, you know, I can't see a whole lot because I'm a human with terrible eyes, so that's really the only thing that I can see at this point, unless you can tell me that there's something else in the
Oh
shadows
yeah,
over
no.
here.
Bates killed that one,
Alright.
saw the magic missiles go over his head. Pop, pop, pop. One left there.
Okay.
Lucian and Bait have definitely done a very destructive bit of work on this fucking goblin camp. No doubts.
Well, in that case, I will target the leader-looking one, and I'm gonna use dissonant whispers to let them know that they're about to miss the show. Which is gonna be a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw again.
For sure, and it said you targeted it. Let's see if this works. I think that is a failure. So, damage. And
So 11.
apply.
And if it's not dead, it has to use its reaction to flee.
It is not dead. It will do that. 10 and 20 and 30. That's it.
Then I'm gonna see if it will let me do this. Where did my whole, some of my stuff has disappeared. There we go. I want to give a Bardic Inspiration dice to Bait.
Okay. And then for how this works, I'm going to select, or you've already got Bait targeted. I think I have to, do I have to click it? Inspired. Yes.
And then I would like to move into the tent just for more cover.
Absolutely. You are completely concealed from it. Let's see. I think we got
And then
caught on...
I don't see an enter.
Now you do, yep. The captain, kind of after realizing what has happened to it, annoyedly kind of circles around the steps and makes his way back up to a higher position. When he gets
so
there...
it is trying to get to the show in time, I understand.
When he gets there, you see him draw his bow and very quickly kind of look around, look directly at Bait, and we'll take a shot with the longbow.
That's okay.
Again.
Okay.
I understand.
So the monster items don't fumble the same way people do, but they do fumble in a way that is unbeneficial for this one. So this guy has multi-attack, but because of the fumble on the first attack, he will not be able to make his second. So he is done. And it'll go to Frid.
Yes. It's like all those are dead, all those dead.
Everything's dead except for this captain at the far south side.
Far south side.
They're having a
way
really
down.
bad night.
Yeah, he's
Here?
way
Really
down,
down above,
here, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm just trying to see the distance here.
I got you. Less than
What is
120.
that?
Well
Okay,
within range, yeah.
I do the thing that I do.
Can you see the token on your screen, though, just to be sure?
I sure can.
Okay, then yeah, you can take the shot. Absolutely, you have sight. That's the important part.
Problem. That's the important part. Let's go.
Eldritch Blast.
Oh, I gotta target him. The thing that happens, and then we're gonna blast it.
So you see him like fire the longbow, and then very kind of seemingly breaking the string, annoyedly toss it aside. And as Frid's bolt flies across the field of battle, you see him pull his shield and sword up and block the incoming attack.
Son of a gun. Okay.
All the goblins are dead, except for Bait, whose turn it is.
Yeah. this thing.
Rush him.
That's the plan. Um,
You could throw a dagger.
yeah.
That's not a throwable one.
Oh, what's the difference?
Dragon tooth blades are actually short swords.
Oh. Did not realize that.
No, yeah, it's basically somewhere between short. It's like a long knife is the best way to describe what the dragon tooth blade is.
Cool. No, that's fine.
Closer to a bacillard, which is about
Yeah,
pretty big.
100% accurate. But like it's got a, you know the long knives in like Lord of the Rings, the ones that oh my God, Arwen uses, like it's like that, lengthwise or like blade wise because it's a single blade. It's only sharp on one side. That's gonna miss. He's got his shield up.
Can I bonus action throw another one?
No,
No, that's what I thought.
I don't think.
You
I don't.
you do have the Bardic Inspiration die if you really wanted to try and turn that into a hit.
It's true.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Shit. What do I? How do I roll that? I don't think that's a thing I can just click.
I think it's something that Tom, you need to go up back to the initial post and then click the roll dice.
That would turn it into
16
a
is a miss. Unfortunately, I was rooting
That's
for
okay.
you. All right, bait done. Lucian, you're up.
Let's
Battery
see
fire.
here. I guess I'm just normal roll then.
Yeah, he's exactly within range. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that shield is
That was
definitely doing a lot of work. Okay. Thorn, you're up.
Would have been awesome. Got
Gonna-
a 20. Oh well.
Step out a little bit so I can, assuming I can come out of the back of this tent.
Yes.
See, and then more vicious mockery, continuing to taunt him or her about not making it to the show.
Okay.
Another DC 14.
They are so mocked. And damage.
All of 2, but then I will go back into the tent. And they have
Okay.
disadvantage on their next attack.
Yeah, you'll see the little purple thing floating around them.
Okay.
That means they are mocked. Okay. Lucian didn't end the turn. Sorry. It's okay. Thorn and then Hobgoblin. Cool. Hobgoblin gonna rush bait. Meow.
Let's go.
Me too. Sorry, my cat's being a little baby. Not this one. This one's being a jerk.
All but.
Um.
What was that?
Oh. You would have had Armor Shadows cast before. That's fine. But I think you I think you just cast it on the Hobgoblin
That's not what
because
we
you still
want.
have them targeted. You have to target yourself for the spell.
Exactly. What
I
you
thought I did, but
Yeah, it seems that you still have the Hobgoblin. So
He's
he's
never
He's too powerful.
untargeted the Hobgoblin. You might have hit both.
gonna switch his weapon. Sorry, I apologize. I said shield. I meant like his armor.
there we go.
That's fair. Because his armor's really high. I thought he had a shield. He doesn't. That's just me narratively wrong. So he just blocked with like his pauldron and his like greave or gauntlet. And when he drops the weapon, the bow, he instead reaches for a great sword, which he's wielding. Which in the picture you can see he's wielding a great sword. I'm so stupid. All right, bait. Here we go. Attacking with greatsword. Number 1. Attacking with greatsword. Number 2. Nope. That's it. That's it for him. Wow. Yeah, your bait's very small. Greatsword first stroke goes straight down, dodge to the side sweep towards the ground, jump over it. Very easy. Frid?
Yeah, we're going to use one of our luck points. I guess we have the lucky feat to give advantage to this shot, this attack.
Okay.
Yep, so he's targeted. We're going to Eldritch Blast. We're going to do it with advantage.
Mhm.
Come on, baby. Yep.
That's a miss.
Unbelievable. Okay. That's my turn. And I shall end it.
It'll go to bait. They've got a 17 AC. In case you were
I know.
curious.
We're rolling so bad though. That's the problem.
You did great in the very first couple of bits here.
Yeah. No.
The whip kind of gets tangled and pushed aside by the shield. You bring about the dragon tooth, swinging it up. And he's able to, again, not shield his heavy armor, and then he's going to bat the tooth away with his great sword. Lucian, you're up.
He must be getting so cocky by now.
Laser light.
It would be.
Again, it seems like just a battery of like magic is dancing against his shield or his gauntleted arm, and he's very focused and defended. He should have a shield. Oh, no, it'd make him harder to hit. Lucian, click.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, gauntlets. Yeah, for sure. He's using the shit out of his armor. Thorn, you're up.
Why are you still hiding behind your armor?
It didn't roll. I don't think it rolled the attack with disadvantage on the first swing, so I'm going to remember that for this next one.
Okay. Go ahead and make that DC 14 wisdom.
Yep. You apparently targeted a goblin minion somehow. What the hell? Why?
That's what I see.
Oh, it's whoever I have selected. That's interesting. Okay. I see.
Well.
Okay. So, roll damage.
Another 2.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want to keep hiding behind that armor, this is how we're going to do it.
There we go. So, because I missed the mock on the first one, I'm going to say he has mock for both of these attacks, and then I'm going to remove it. So I remember to do that in order to punish myself as DM for bad. So this is attacking against our bait. That'll miss. And then we're attacking against our bait again, which will hit. Damage on bait is going to be normal. And bait, you are still raging, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And apply half damage. Alright, that is it for him. Let's see if there's a quick method for getting rid of the mocked. Yes. And end. Frid, you're up. More laser beams against his armor.
I mean, that's the plan, right? Let's just
Battery through it.
Otherwise, I'm just going to insult him to death, and it's
Yeah.
going to take a while.
go. Just die.
That's gonna miss.
Snake.
Go ahead and end your turn. Bait, you're up.
This is so ridiculous.
Miss. Miss. All
It's
right.
fun.
We're doing great. We're doing great.
It's like a martial arts master.
Lucian, you're up. Q laser shot.
oh, that was horrible.
Yep. Hit and turn, and Thorn, you're up. I believe I understand how this is going to end up going.
Yeah.
This
Gonna
is,
continue
this
to
is where
mock
we
them
die.
about being a coward hidden behind their armor.
This is the TPK at the hands of this one last fucking goblin.
No, he's gonna be insulted to this because he can't really hit you guys very much. Okay, so he'll save
Oh, yeah.
against that, so no damage or no effect.
I will Bardic Inspiration bait.
Okay.
Oh yes, nice.
Kill the coward already.
He is going to 2 full-on great sword attacks. Normal. And normal.
That's gonna hurt.
Too.
Alright, so damage is halved still. So apply half. And then damage, normal, apply half. Okay, so he manages to actually get 2 solid strokes against Fate, kind of knocking him down to the ground more so than he already is. And blood kind of flares from him. Solid hits. That'll be it for the captain. Frid, you're up.
Yeah. Okay. Let's target him again. Make sure he's out. I think he's targeted, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And this time we're gonna do scorching ray. Select the number of. Okay. He's targeted, right?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, he is. He's targeted. Okay.
And then you're going to click the attack 3 times.
I'm going to. Yes.
Normal.
Attack 3 times. Normal.
Again.
Uh,
You can click attack inside of the chat.
yeah.
And then one more. Yeah, so he kind of gets hit a couple more times in that same armor he's been holding up to block the Eldritch Blast. And that last one, you see the armor glow red enough that it actually seems to puncture. Go ahead and click the damage for the last one.
Sure.
All right. He's still not bloodied. Frid, you're done?
Yeah.
End it. And we'll move on to the goblin. So we're all dead, which means that the only remaining goblin can now go.
The real goblin.
The
good
real goblin. Whippica. Who do you take? That's gonna miss.
Oh.
And then dagger or dragon tooth. That'll work. Go ahead and
Yes.
click the damage. It's literally right on the nose. And then because this is an offhand weapon, it'll actually be 1 less.
Is he tall? Is he a medium-sized creature?
He is. Fury of the Small. Go ahead and click the damage. Okay.
Fury of the Small.
He is now bloodied. As you stab into him, his green blood flies to the ground, and you kind of look up at him with like a quick note, goblins, non-Boggart goblins, or even Boggart goblins, they bleed green, but for whatever reason, because I built Boggart, you bleed red. So other goblins bleed different than you. You would notice in this moment. Lucian, you're up.
I'll give it a shot.
Shoom. That will hit. Let's see that damage.
Sweet.
Got him on the back foot.
Nice.
Yeah, very good. Okay, next up, go ahead and click enter, and Thorn, you're up.
You know how this goes.
Yeah, I get it. I've been here before. Success.
Eh, still hiding behind the armor.
He is going to attack Bait twice.
Gasp.
Shocking.
I believe he hits with both. Yep. Normal. Normal. And then
Pretty sure bait's down.
apply half. Apply half. Bait is down. The goblin kind of just smashes you down again, and you kind of skitter back, and then slams you once more, throwing you back further and hitting against the barrel. those of you who are watching the fight, as you see Bait fly and hit the barrel, there's like a large gash across his chest, and he hits the barrel with like a sickening kind of like thud, almost as if someone like slapped a sponge against the wall, a wet sponge against the wall. After doing so, he just kind of proudly walks to this position here and points his sword down at Thorn, as he's getting ready to go and murder you next. Ending turn. Frid, you're up.
Yep. We're gonna go back to our Eldritch Blast, and there he is. Okay, great. Go.
It's all invisible. I can see him now.
Just raises his arm up as he's like looking down at Thorn and pointing the sword, and you just see the bolts kind of bounce and skitter off of his plate.
One day.
End turn. Bait, death saving throw. You know how to do it?
I just don't see it on the
Bottom left.
thing.
You know how there's like a big red like skull there? If you hover
Oh,
over
you
that,
can just click that.
yeah.
I can just click that. Word.
That's a failure. One failure. It should automatically
I did.
tick it, and yeah, that's the end of your turn. Lucian, you're up.
Okay, I think I can. The guy's all underneath the black area, and I don't think I can target him now.
Yeah, he's not in light.
Oh well.
He's in shadow.
Well, I can't click on anything is a problem.
Oh.
Yeah.
Quick question. I have to answer myself. Hold on. Because I believe... Yeah, if you move up, you can see him. But as it stands right now, yeah, if you move up, like, go 10 feet, down one more. Why is it not giving you vision?
Well, you got torches and stuff here, but I don't know.
Yeah, I know, but the game is not showing you having vision. Here, I'll do this. I think this is what we did last time for the other human. Update token. How's your vision now? Do you see it or no? Why is that
I don't see
happening?
any.
I'm so sorry. Hold on.
That's
Because you should be emanating light. Prototype token. Vision. Vision enabled. Vision range set. Basic vision. Light emanation. Light color. 20. Color intensity. Light priority. 1. And no changes. Okay. For now, we're just going to, since I think you should be able to see them, I'm going to adjust the scene. Configure, lighting, global, save. Okay.
there we go. It's still targeted, but that's
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure I got.
And it shouldn't. You have a light source on you, so it should have been emanating that light.
That was pathetic.
Yeah. He kind of looks over at you after taking that and kind of looks down at Thorn, and you see like there's like a calculating moment where he's trying to decide murder this human or murder this human. So many humans to murder. Thorn, you're up. And I just want to make sure that it's very clear. It seems like he's choosing between the two of you as to which one's the larger threat. Act accordingly.
Yep. I am going to, as a bonus action, use healing word on Bait. It's time for an encore.
Make sure he's targeted.
Woo!
And then click healing. And I will apply.
I'm Lola.
Okay, Bait, you're back.
And then as my actual action, I would like to dash, and then I am gonna head all the way back over here.
Okay.
I have another show to get.
Quick note, if you're going from there to up there, it's going to require an athletics check because you'd have to jump up. The only way you'd be able
Will
to go...
acrobatics work?
No, acrobatics is down, and athletics is up. If you want to run past him, you can. You can go that route instead.
Yeah, I think I can sneak around him.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Then
then,
I will very bravely hide behind the warlock.
as you rush past, you see him kind of go, "Choice is easy then," and looks at Lucian as he kind of starts to move towards. We are on his turn, so I'm going to absolutely gut your warlock. Because the bard is level 1, so I do see a desire for survival there. All right, Lucian, I'm making an attack roll against you. Here we go. Normal.
Oh, I'm toast.
Yeah. Critical damage. Okay. Why isn't it? Oh, because you're okay. I see. Apply. So I believe that's
Yeah.
going to knock you down, and your total hit points are. What are your total? 13, right?
Yeah,
So
I just got eviscerated. Yeah.
I did not. I did not double your hit point total, which means I did not kill you outright. So if I do damage in a single stroke that hits you to a point where you'd technically be negative your maximum, you die outright. So you're not dead. You are downed.
Yeah. Well, I'm certainly unconscious.
He's made one attack, and he's going to continue moving, and he's going to make his second attack against Frid. That'll hit. And I believe this will automatically deduct from your temporary hit points first, Frid.
Wait
Yep.
a second. My AC is 14.
I hit a
That
17.
was a 17.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's the
Okay.
damage, yeah.
Yeah. So how much are we doing? 11?
It's already been applied. Yep. It took off
okay.
your temporary
Okay.
hit points. So, yeah, comes in, stroke, kind of cleanly cutting into you, but you don't feel it because the vitality that's being struck there is fake.
Why haven't my hit points gone down then?
Because
Wait,
I
is that
took
right?
temporary hit points off you. If you look at your character sheet, you'll see you still have 1 temporary hit point remaining and 24
I
hit
see.
points beyond.
Okay.
The Hobgoblin will end his turn. Frid, you're up. The Boggart, in the form of bait, is slowly kind of like gathering his strength and getting back up after being healed. You see that your Warlock compatriot has been absolutely leveled. Also, quick question, Peter, are you wearing armor?
I was wearing like a studded leather.
Okay. In your studded leather, in your armor, in your inventory, right-click it, and then you should be able to edit it. Change the name of your studded leather to fine studded leather, because it has been damaged because of the critical hit. And then, Frid, it is your up.
Yep. So we're going to use another luck point, my last one. So I have advantage on this attack, and I'm going to cast Burning Hands.
Oh, no, you don't need a luck point for Burning Hands. You don't need to use the luck.
Is it a DC?
You don't
Is it
need
a
to use the
DC?
luck point until after the save. It's a DC, yeah. Burning Hands is a shotgun shot, and I got to roll a DC. And if I pass it, then you can make me re-roll it.
Okay. So so I just click the spell then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then dexterity saving throw from my guy.
Fail.
Yep.
Okay, so I didn't use the luck point.
Then
Great.
go ahead and click the damage.
Okay.
It's in that chat
So I
box.
select
It's in the chat box.
4d6. So roll. Not great, but it's not bad.
Okay.
Horrible.
And apply. He's very, very, very wounded. Definitely in single digits now. And then movement, I assume you're not taking any, right?
Nope.
Okay. Go ahead and end your
That would
turn.
be silly. Go ahead and end my. Where is that? Is that silly thing?
It's okay.
I
I
don't.
can get it.
I'm sorry. I no longer see my HUD.
No worries.
Um,
Select your token is what you'll want to do to reset that so you can see it.
got it.
It'll go to Bait, who you have to stand up to move. You are prone, but beyond that, you should be able to, no problem, get up and move around. Half your movement, of course. If you want to jump up on that table, you can. Totally cool. Or that pot, you're moving past it, you're small. Alright. And then, if you're talking, you are muted.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think.
You can throw a dagger. Again, switching weapons is not the huge course of problem that we have in normal.
No, I know. I think it's the distance. I'm pretty sure I'm disadvantaged.
Yeah, you
at
will be
25 feet,
disadvantaged.
right?
Yep.
I
Cool.
believe you do have a Bardic Inspiration dice.
Yeah,
though, which
also.
is not nothing. But
Nope, I meant to click disadvantage. Shit. Sorry.
Roll it again.
There
Okay.
you go.
Let's go ahead and say that that hammer is going to be thrown aside.
Throw off the shit.
Yeah, that's absolutely. Or actually, roll a d20 if you want to. If you care, if you want to keep it. If not, we can just move on.
No.
Yep.
We can just move on.
End your turn. Lucian, death saving throw. Just click the big skull in the bottom left there.
So just normal, yeah.
Yeah. That's one failure. And then go ahead and click end your turn.
Ooh.
And Thorn, you're up.
I will, of course, taunt
Yes.
our friend here.
Roll damage.
Good solid 4.
Okay, I need you to do me a favor and tell me exactly what you say to him.
Too busy picking on the smaller ones instead of me. Can't catch me. He's late to the show and now you can't finish the job.
What? And just dies from a vicious mockery.
12.
Absolutely
There.
ludicrous. Okay.
Usually it's much more attractive maidens fainting at one of my shows, but this isn't the first time, I suppose.
We are still engaged in combat because we have a dying party member, so I still have to keep us in turn order for the time being. So bear with me here. Don't move or anything, unless you're doing this.
I was
on...
going
yeah.
to move towards him during my turn.
Okay.
I'm not sure that I can do anything to help, but...
You don't have a bonus action healing word? You're out of spells? Okay.
Yep.
Then it'll go to Frid. If you have a potion, you can automatically heal him. If you have a healer's kit, you can automatically heal him.
I don't believe I have either of those.
If you have medicine trained, you can automatically heal him. If you don't, it'll be a medicine check if you're untrained, DC 10, to stabilize. And there's no penalty for failing, so you can all jump on.
Okay, we'll definitely try that medicine check.
Okay, go ahead and make a medicine check.
Oh, they got rid of the failure for
Yeah.
medicine checks? Good.
Okay, you rush over to the warlock and kind of stand next to him and are trying to help, but it looks like the gash is pretty severe. Very nasty looking wound. It'll go to, I believe it goes to Bait. Yep. Also jumping in on the healthing.
Forward. Nope. I just gotta find it. It's in here somewhere.
I believe in you. What is it?
Oh, it's a healer's kit.
Oh, okay.
I have 8 charges left.
Cool. So then
So
you
just
kind
making
of
sure I still have charges left.
you see Frid kind of like panic trying to help Lucian, and you're able to kind of get down and kind of like help in a way that actually staunches the bleeding and seems to cause a leveling off of like his panicked, shaking from the attack. Once you've got him stabilized, bear with me here. The um, quietness here allows for short kind of steadying. Now, we don't do short rests typically in these kind of engagements. So you can spend hit dice as normal. If you wish to regain short rest features, so like the Warlocks, you want to regain your spell slots, you can spend your Heroic Inspiration to take a short rest with no healing. Gain the reset your charges, reset your spell slots. But you'll have to spend
All of them?
as if you had taken a short rest. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll do
that's
that.
how Warlocks work. Um, but if you wish to regain hit points, there's a button on the left side of your screen in your character sheet called Focus. It's also under Features in the button at the bottom. Click that a couple of times, or however many times you have levels, to regain hit points accordingly. And then once the healing is out of the way, um, I would like for you to, starting with, I think that Thorn had the last action and wasn't doing anything, bleeding or otherwise. What would you like to do around the camp? Is there anything you're investigating, checking out?
Well, I'd like to see if the man that I just insulted to death has anything particular value or merit.
So this hobgoblin is wielding quality armaments compared to his compatriots. He's wielding a exceptional greatsword and an exceptional suit of half-plate armor, which is medium armor.
Very heavy.
Would you like the half-plate armor added to your sheet?
Yeah,
Well,
sure. I will
not
bring
you.
it.
I was gonna say, do you want to give it to the person who just learned how to use or medium
Oh,
armor?
yes, that's right. Somebody does know how to use that.
Yes.
Yeah.
They trained for it. Okay.
It's a fair trade for you standing in between me and him. Appreciate that. Very brave. Unlike him.
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
you know.
bear with me here.
I'm sure you had much choice.
No, you just stopped behind me. I couldn't really move.
And then armor.
It all worked out in the end, right? You're fine. I'm fine. Everybody's fine.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that'll change your armor class from a 13 or yeah
14 to a 17.
14
That's
to a
amazing.
17. Yeah. It is a very fine suit of half plate armor, and what you're actually going to recognize when you don it is it does appear to be covered with the kind of iconography, like painting of the goblins that were present here, but that appears to be very easy to kind of wipe off. It was almost like kind of like a wax paint that was kind of put on it. That's easy to kind of remove from it. Cool. The greatsword does look like it's, and I'll make sure to change that quality for you as well. It's exceptional quality. And does anybody wish to take the greatsword? I don't think anybody here besides Bait would be able to use it, but I don't think Bait can use it either because it's heavy and Bait's small.
Are
Is
those
it-
rules still in effect?
I doubt it now that I think about it. Do you want a greatsword that's of exceptional quality?
I mean, I'll just take it to bring back to the manor if nobody wants to
Yeah,
carry
that's what I
it
was
back,
gonna say.
you know?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get that added to your sheet. Bear with me here
If
for a
I
second.
were min-maxing, I would use it, but
No, you are min-maxing minimum small.
oh yeah,
Small
least
He
amount of
can't-
damage I can.
He can't carry it around like Radagon's wolf, just in his mouth and swing it that way.
You know what? Yes. Okay. So
Draw it, John.
as we are preparing here, you're kind of looking out in the situation. The stuff that's present here is not very good. The armaments are poor quality. Looks like a gathering or smattering of the like. Looks like they have captured all sorts of creatures here, human, other, and consumed them. Looks like the kind of charnel or like the method or their butchery is kind of on that leftmost island. That seems that they cook kind of in the center space, and that's where like a lot of the activity appears to be present. And it looks as though the tents are mainly where they sleep. The armaments were being held over or lorded over by the hobgoblin, And it looks like there are all sorts of different armaments present there, but like I said, they all look like they are shit quality. But if there's a weapon that you want, you can grab it at a poor quality here. Probably not going to be the case that anybody grabs up anything. Um, so yeah, to the south of this location, you can see that it looks like it goes on. And from what you can see from this position, when you get close to it, is that it opens to a much wider and open expanse. Very large cavernous structure. You can see that there are stalactites kind of, dotting the area, bats fluttering throughout the space, and almost kind of like a gem-like glow coming from a lot of spaces in the sky, or rather the ceiling, that create this kind of like night starry effect. There's also glow from the mists that are kind of around these very strange stalagmites that kind of rise up from the ground, that have an almost mushroom-like quality to them. This very weird rondelle kind of nature to the structures. But the one that stands out the most appears to be a tower with purplish white lights glowing inside of it. This appears to be the tower that was sought after by the last company. It does look like there's a very clear and noticeable path that leads up to the structure and perhaps an entrance. Do we proceed or are we retreating back? Both are valid options. Okay. If we are ascending up,
That's just me. So if other people want to make a different
We
choice,
came
that's
this
fine.
far, and I'm feeling fine.
fair go. You ascend the path. Did everybody get healing in? Did you already do your hit dice? Go ahead, Peter.
I had a question. There was a rest healing. There was some kind of focus healing, and then there was something else about. I was reading something about something that recovers 10 plus your Constitution modifier.
Yes.
I don't
So
know if
that is also in effect. So you should, if you spend your heroic inspiration, which is it's like a little white dot next to your level up at the top of your character sheet. If it's not currently filled in with white, it should be. Remove it, and also because you're a human, when you remove it, it will refill automatically. Um, so you still have your heroic inspiration. You'll gain a number of hit points equal to 10 plus your con modifier. So go ahead and do that. But you'll also refresh all of your spent spell slots.
So yeah, how do I go about doing that?
I got you. Let's see.
There's too much information on this sheet. I find
No,
where everything is.
understandable.
It'll take me a little while to remember where all the buttons are.
No worries.
Kinda like
Just
learn-
because
kinda like
there's
learning
only
Photoshop.
like 30 minutes left, I want to make sure that you guys get the most bang for your buck on adventure. So, hit dice are all spent. Inspiration is reset. Inventory spell slots are recharged. You're set. Good to go.
All right.
Um,
So if I'm fully recovered, I'm fine with carrying on. So
yeah. And everybody else had no problems healing with focus and the like? Good.
Yep.
We're moving in then. So the next scene, as you make your way into the approach, you'd see that there's a cavernous kind of pathway that leads into the core of the rocky structure, and this looks like it's the main entrance, so to speak. View scene. And I believe that this would happen at a point later than 10 minutes, so Bait is no longer inspired, and I'll remove that effect.
Bardic Inspiration lasts for an hour.
Somebody already did it before I got a chance. Interesting. Bardic Inspiration lasts for an hour? Oh, well then, shit. We know it's there. Totally fine. Bear with me here. Activate.
Maybe it only lasts 10 minutes with some less impressive bards, but...
You would see that there are very strange looking...
I'm picked up for the full hour.
There are very strange looking globular structures that are kind of on the walls as you approach this cavern. And it doesn't look like it's made of glass, the globular structures. They look like they're made out of something more biological. But they're perfectly round and they seem to glow with a light that's kind of a pinkish white. or purplish white rather. They're probably about 10 feet above the ground level, and it looks like up to the approach there is a set of doors, but they are left open. You can see the door structures here. Beyond that, you can see standing up on a kind of high point, like a dais or like a balcony or platform, what appears to be a goblin. And this goblin is wielding a staff, and the staff has at its cap kind of a swirling greenish colored thing. It's very hard to make out from this position. He doesn't appear to see you. And I'll post the picture. He's the guy in the middle. All right. But he's the only guy you see at current. And, yeah. He doesn't currently see you so far as you can tell. How you'd like to approach the matter is entirely up to you.
I cast Fiendish Vigor on myself.
Yep, just if you, yeah, that works. I'll apply it. Okay. What are we doing? Bait, you're sneaking up. Go ahead and make a stealth check. Okay. So tell me where you would have led up to. Okay. For flavor, can I just have you move one more square forward? Okay. So as you approach the door, you kind of try and use it as cover, and you're kind of hiding behind it. You look into the room proper, kind of advancing ahead of the group, and you would see that there are 4 other goblins in this space that appear to be like the ones you've been fighting so far, right? But they look like they're probably a bit tougher. They look like they've seen some battle. There's some scratches, some scars, some stuff, going on. Maybe a nick in their ear, kind of like Bait has, kind of. They've seen some scuffles. And they're wielding light crossbows, not heavy, big arbalist or crossbows. They appear to be like the honor guard of this one goblin. And then standing inside of this space are 3 skeletal forms that are just kind of standing about. And as you kind of look at them, you press the door just a little bit to kind of like get a better look at them. And you would recognize them as skeletal undead, skeletons, right? But that movement of the door causes this sound, and the skeletons immediately kind of activate and kind of look in your direction. And the goblin at the top says, "Ah, look at that!" And then kind of like puts his staff up in front of him. They appear to be hostile, depending on what you want to do after that initiation bait. Do you appear hostile back at them, or are you doing anything?
Muted.
Might be muted. Might be muted. Zach?
Just kidding. Bait is going to yell out to the goblin up top, No, there's invaders outside!
Yes. Yes, there are. Go ahead and give me a deception roll.
Might be a good time for that bardic
inspiration.
That's a good call. Yeah.
I will go scroll up
and you have bardic. Well, you have bardic inspiration. You're using heroic inspiration.
Heroic inspiration.
Okay. Do you want to also spend the bardic inspiration dice here?
Did I fail?
I'm not.
I get to know if I failed.
Oh, then
before
yes.
I use the bardic inspiration. Yes.
Yes. Okay. I will.
Because if you fail a skill check on this one.
Glorious.
What's a 20?
Yeah, I know what that is. Glorious. You're with Bethgosh. Come, tell me everything. And he kind of points his staff like right in the center of this audience chamber.
So Bait walks right up to this audience chamber. He take another step up to here and here without them doing anything?
They don't seem to take any action. The drop there is probably about 7 feet tall, like from the stage that he's on to where you're at. So from that angle, you might be able to get a whip stroke at him. But yeah, it's
Okay, that's
they don't see any
what I
threat.
was
They don't
going
see any
for.
threat in you because you're 2 feet tall, and it might as well be 20 feet to you, right? Okay,
Right.
so tell me everything. What happened? The invaders, quick.
All the others outside, they've been killed. There's 3 of them.
Dead?
They're using magic and weapons, like this one. It makes me so angry. And Bait was going to rage.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Let him do it.
As you're saying, it makes me so angry. He's like, let's kill them then. Ah! And the other ones are like, yeah. And they start to move. And it seems like they're heading towards the door. Do you still want to use your rage, or do you want to?
Oh, I'll wait until they all move towards the door then.
Okay.
If this guy starts moving.
Lucian, you're kind of like at the deck. You're not like making a stealth check. You're kind of like on the wall, kind of watching that situation. So my question is if you hear him and it sounds like they're going to come piling out of this tunnelway, what would you like to do with your group? You can either engage like an ambush, or you could sneak away and let them pass.
I am absolutely going to drop a witch bolt straight onto that caster on the top of the
Well,
hill.
yeah, you've the distance for witch bolt is are you good?
60 feet.
Okay, we're going straight for the fight, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's too far, I guess.
real quick, you said you were raging, correct?
Well, when they get
Well,
closer.
not you. Sorry.
they move.
Sorry, it's Zach. You said you were going to rage, so that seems like when the lightning bolt is going to happen. We're gonna get the initiative board. Let's just do that. Everybody, click and roll initiative.
You got it. Click and roll.
I have raged before initiative.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Why will this initiative?
Man, my initiative is sad. I guess I'll go after everybody else has moved is the main thing.
I am missing Bait on the docket. There he is. All right.
Oh, that's so cool.
So you would see as the fight begins. Bear with me here while I switch the music up a bit.
Would Freedward be willing to trade initiatives with me?
Absolutely.
And you have alert?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm a criminal, baby.
Okay.
My band was called the Bandits.
I love Bait. He's awesome.
Oh, I might have set too high. Because I can't see my keyboard because now my cat's sitting on that. Okay. Bait, you're first on the docket. How would you like to engage?
Yeah. I'm gonna try and whip this bitch.
Pull him
Since-
down in range.
Since I said they were moving, I'm going to go ahead and get these guys kind of a little bit away from you from... Okay. Go ahead and throw the attack. That hits. Okay. He is
And
hit.
then, can I climb up this way?
Yeah, it's just an extra square of movement. I'll say for flavor effect, you whip onto him, and he kind of like pulleys, like, drags back, and you kind of use the momentum of him pulling back to pull yourself up onto the ledge.
Oh yeah. And as he kind of gets over the lip, he does a little jump.
And stabs with the dragon tooth.
Yes, sir. That's not gonna do it, I don't think.
No. Yeah, he kind of parries with his stick. And then end your turn.
Yes, but he is marked.
Okay.
And slowed.
Gotcha. He's probably not going to move from that square. Thorn, you see 3 undead moving towards your group. It sounds like there's a half a dozen goblin in there. How would you like to proceed?
I don't like any of these things that are currently happening. I would like to lay an ambush behind here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So when you 3 are attacking, you'll have advantage. They're not aware of your presence. If you wish to maintain that for another turn later on, you will need to make a stealth check now. But as of this moment, you are attacking from an ambush position.
Okay. Should I roll stealth now, or if they don't come around the corner?
If you want to stay in hiding, you'll make a stealth check, and that'll be your action. If you want to get the benefit of the ambush now, make an attack now.
I don't want to run up and attack them is the problem.
Then go ahead and make a stealth roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's doing stuff?
It's red.
That was me pushing the wrong button again.
It's okay. It's okay. I just have to delete it all. Okay. So then stealth. That's good. You are hidden.
And if it matters, I will have the very fancy longsword ready.
Cool. And your
I'm
turn?
not proficient, and I know it's not as penalty heavy in 2024.
Lucy, are you still
Yeah,
rocking
yeah,
with the
no.
witch bolt straight at the big guy, or are you going to change your targets up?
I'm gonna magic missile those 3.
Okay. Do you want to target one and kind of see if it goes through it? Because I allow that. It's like bat, 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 instead of like just slamming into all 3. Because these are not minions.
Okay, well, I'm gonna magic missile those 3 then.
Okay. Oh gosh, the magic missile situation again. I don't know
Yeah,
how to
well-
fix it either. Somebody knows how to do it, and it's not me. I think it's Brent. And if you're in the chat, Brent, just type it in the chat. If not, we'll just move through it. No response. Go ahead and just roll 3d4. Okay. The first one hits and it doesn't do enough to knock them down. Do you want to make the next one go against a different one or the same?
No, I'm just separate targets.
Okay.
That's 2.
Yep.
That's 3.
Okay.
Feeble, but oh well. Because that little dude on the step up there is just a bit outside of range of Witch Bolt. It's about
Yeah.
15 feet too far.
All right.
I have to go up to the door.
Looks like Tom didn't end their turn, and you're done with yours, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. Fred. Looks like Thorn is
Yep.
patiently waiting with a blade, so assumably for melee, and you are kind of moving out into the open there. Are you shooting? Peppered up. They kind of got blasted a little bit by magic missile to let them off to start.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is target that one, and or fire off an Eldritch Blast.
That'll miss.
Okay, and I'm gonna move back over here, back behind.
Keep in mind, you have the most hit points in the group that's back there, so just as a heads up, you are literally leaving your party to die. You also have the most armor amongst the people back there, so if you want
Oh
that,
Jesus! I had no idea.
if you want that
No,
to be the case, you can
you're-
heroically
No, I
hide
don't want
behind
that
the
to be the
peasants as
case.
they
No,
die.
no, no.
I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I just want to make sure that I know that the good person I know that Andy is, the very good and
I
just.
didn't
Don't worry.
understand all of that.
Don't worry, Andy. I will find a way to hide behind you no
I mean,
matter where you move.
if I knew that, I would have done a different thing altogether.
No, it's okay. If you want to
You
move
want me to do a different thing?
no, you already missed. If you want to move up, you can.
No, I don't want to. Sure, I'll move up. I'll move
Okay.
up right here.
Sounds good.
I'll be the tank. Whee!
You can't escape it.
I know, right?
Not the choice of party.
At least
I'm
this
not a
time it's
paladin.
by choice instead of me running to hide behind you.
Sorry, my cat just did a gross thing and I'm dealing with it. Okay. That should be good for the time being. It goes to them, right? Cool. So they are caught off guard. They're surprised. So then, during the surprise round, they will lose the surprise condition, and they will move. Obviously the goblin hexer wasn't as surprised, but still caught unawares. I selected you, and I ended the turn. Goes to bait.
Cool. 8 is going to do the same thing.
It looks like all the crossbow guys have turned their attention towards you, though, bait.
Fine.
Yep.
Still
Yeah.
up?
Still standing, yeah.
Not even bloodied, is he?
Oh, your rage damage isn't being applied.
Oh, that's funny.
Ow.
Oh, that'll hit too. Go ahead and click the damage. And then it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks that hit, so plus 8 damage.
The rage should be applying now.
Okay, go ahead and click that one then, and I'll add 6 instead. It doesn't look like it's in there. Wait. Yeah, doesn't look like it's in there.
Really?
2 + 1 + 3? 2 + 1 + 2?
Is that not the
I guess it is.
+2
You just
+1
don't- I just-
for the dragon tooth? It's offhand, so it doesn't get the damage modifier from the.
I understand.
X.
Okay, okay. The whip is just getting +1/+1, which Mastercrafted.
It's because I didn't have the toggle on for rage until I clicked the dragon tooth blade.
Got it.
I forget. You have to go into the player character sheet, go down to like the 8th tab down, which is like your features, and toggle the rage on. Sometimes when you click the rage button it works, sometimes it doesn't. I hate it. Fucking hell.
Got it.
Should have played a
Just
fucking.
gotta get angrier.
Okay. So,
it's making me angry.
with the additional damage and the total of 4 hits that I've hit, I've got the damage, I think, calculated correctly. He's still not bloodied.
Cool.
Ending your turn?
Yes, sir.
Thorn.
I'm getting the impression from the sounds I'm hearing that they're probably not going to come this way at this point.
Well, no, it sounds like they were kind of staggered and kind of stopped for a second by the surprise of it all. So, they probably are still going to come this way, just they haven't done so yet.
Okay, I will continue lying in wait.
You do not need to reroll. Go ahead and just end your turn. You can ready an action to do something, though, if you want. Like,
Yeah, I would.
charge out
I
and
would
stab.
ready to stab one if it comes in range. Yeah.
Yep, cool. Lucian, you're up. You got 3 in front of you, and then it sounds like much more beyond.
Well, I'm going to try and... I got a little bit closer within range of that guy in the back.
Perfect.
I'm going to give a
Witch
shot
bolt
with
him.
a witch bolt now.
Let's see it. That'll hit.
19.
And as long as you stay in the sustained zone, the damage will continue to apply. Let's see the damage.
25.
Bloodies in.
Apparently.
And then, as a note, if you move
Oh, no,
outside of the distance, we'll.
I'm staying right where I am.
All right, Frid. It
It'll
looks like
continue to do damage.
he's locked in on that position. He may need defense. So, Lucian, end your turn, and Frid, you're up. Why are you guys in the rock?
Giving that guy static.
Sorry, I moved you over a bit because I don't know why you guys were in the rock. It's okay. You're trying to be stealthy. Got it.
Supposed to be. Well, I was supposed to be at this little divot here. I was hiding behind it.
I'm okay with that. That's fine. It just looked like
Yeah.
Frid was like fully in the wall. Andy, if you were talking, you are muted. You moved up.
Yep.
And
I
then?
am moving moving up to here. I'm going to use my last luck point,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to cast. Maybe I don't need this luck point. Yeah, I will later. Sorry. I'm gonna do Burning Hands.
Okay. You'll want to step forward. No, yeah, it's 15 feet. Perfect.
I
Okay.
need 15. I need 15.
Yeah, it's perfect. Let's go ahead and throw it. And also, real quick, if you highlight all of them and hit T over all of them while holding Shift, like if you hold Shift and then press T, 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 you'll multi-target.
How do
Is that how it works?
switch up the cone? Weird.
Oh, you can rotate it with your wheel, your mouse wheel.
Oh, amazing. Oh, I see.
And then when you
Yeah,
place it, it'll do an
perfect.
effect. So yeah, I do want to see this. I haven't seen Burning Hands yet. Hell yeah, that's just rad as hell. That's just rad as hell.
That is awesome.
Um,
So let's see if they make their saves.
yeah. So no,
Fail.
and no, and no, probably. Oh no, got it.
Ooh, big
Okay,
save.
so
I'm gonna use my last luck point to make him reroll.
perfect.
Got it?
Yeah. Hold on. Success.
Yes, baby.
Go ahead and click the damage.
So that dex check is a fail,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Go
Yeah,
ahead
yeah.
and
So I'm gonna go back to here, and I'm gonna click the damage. I'm gonna roll.
okay. So I'm going to go ahead and remove your template, and then you'll see as the burst of flame comes firing from Frid's hands and fills the cavern, the skeletons are absolutely consumed by it, and you see them break into pieces and fall to the ground in front of you as you just like force them down with the flame. Now, I'm sorry, Thorin. Now you would understand that nobody is probably going to be coming down that hallway. Things have definitely changed since the last time you checked, though. Okay, it'll go to them. So the one that's currently being witch bolted is going to annoyedly kind of change his attention. Very focused on this annoying liar face, but the witch bolt is definitely the threat. So I'm going to cast a spell in your general direction, I believe. Hold on. Yeah, not a lot of good options. No attack cantrips either. Uh. Oh, okay. Hex stick is a range attack as well. Cool. I'm gonna use my hex stick. And throw hexes at Lucian. Success. Damage. Normal.
Oh man.
Damn, that's a lot.
Yeah.
What the hell type of weapon is that?
That'll apply. I believe that you are down, right?
At minus.
Yeah, 0. It sets a 0. Okay, so then that means that concentration on Witch Bolt will end.
Witch bolt's gone. Yeah.
And then I need to remove the effect.
Oh, still. Okay.
How do I get rid of the laser though? Ah!
You don't.
That's great. I don't think I do.
Is that something that player would do? Oh man.
I don't know. We'll figure it out eventually. Today's not the day. Is it it's not an effect on him. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. He's gonna die soon anyway. Then the goblin sharpshooters are all going to shoot at Bait. So crossbow, Crossbow. 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 I think I hit once. Yeah. Nice.
Uh,
Yeah. 21. The only one that hit.
Yeah. Sorry, I got mixed up with the hex stick.
And it'll do half damage. Done.
4.
Oh. And it's auto applying the... Things are goofy. Okay. Cool. That'll be their turn. It'll go... Oh, so the skeleton, sorry. They're all gone. Never mind. Psych. I was just joking. I was just kidding. Bait. Whip hits. Dragon Tooth misses. Still standing. Thorn.
Going to assume that I heard a certain warlock
Yes.
thump against something, so I'm gonna come out here. I'm going to attempt to make a very unskilled medicine check to stabilize.
Okay. That will succeed, exactly. So, Peter,
Yeah.
you're stabilized. Wait, weird. Peter, you're off the initiative map. What is
No, I have
That's
no
what
idea.
you tried to do. Rid of the lasers, probably.
What is happening? Go ahead and make it. You don't need to make any saving throw. I don't know why that is so weird. Okay, Thorn, you're done. Frid, you're up. Sorry. I don't know what's going on, and I have
Hold on.
5 minutes to figure it out.
I'm
So,
gonna
but
bonus action bardic inspiration to Frid, and then tuck around the corner again.
yep, Frid, you're up.
1d6, didn't 1d6?
Yeah.
Whenever you need it.
Yep, you got it.
Okay. That's gonna miss, and then it'll go to them. So the hexer is going to turn the hex stick onto bait. That'll hit. Oh, it didn't take it half. Gain 5 back. Gain 5 back. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I don't understand how that works in the background, and I need to just have it every time, I think. Okay. The sharpshooters will also fire upon you. Bang. 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 I think just one again. Yep. Half damage. Oh, I see. Okay. It is showing the rage in there. Cool. So it applied 4 damage. I get it now. Okay. Damage applied. Before we get into this next round, time limit constraint. I want to make sure that this is very clear. You're currently going to be whelmed if you stay. So the new process for you in mentality is this is not a fight you can win. React accordingly. If staying and fighting is what you would do, fine. Just know that circumstances will unfold in a narrative fashion at exactly 6. So, Bait, you're up. That'll hit. That'll miss. Give me the damage for the whip. And then Lucian is stable. Thorn, you're up. If Lucian is not helped by any kind of like measure, when time comes, he will probably be left for dead. So I just want to make sure that that's clear.
I will start dragging him back behind
What's your strength score?
the corner. Great question. I think 13.
Oh,
Yeah,
sufficient. Yeah, you can actually pick him up and you can carry him with you. You'll move at half speed. So if you want to get to him and then move half your speed down, perfectly fine.
Yeah. Back behind the corner here.
Okay. Oh, I thought the lightning was gone, but no, it stayed. That's funny. Okay. Frid, you see that Lucian has been down by the Hex Blast. And
Yes.
it looks like Thorn is making a call to remove himself from the combat. What would you like to do?
Yes.
Stay with Bait or move?
So with my 9 strength, am I able to assist?
Yeah. If you two are
Lucian
both hauling
carrying-
Lucian
I'm
off.
sorry, yeah,
Now, are you going to yell out for Bait or no?
I am. And say, fall back. We can't win this.
Okay. I'm going to pause the game here in the initiative count. The Hexer is probably going to die in this circumstance, but I think that Bait will be overwhelmed by the goblins. So I'm going to ask you a question. Zach, do you wish to try and retreat, or would Bait stay fighting to the last? Muted.
Muted.
You muted, Zach.
And there's a huge cat on you.
I think they.
I can't hear you through the cat.
Not.
There, now, you good?
Yeah.
The mic's
Yeah.
out from underneath the fucking fat.
Yeah, 100% better. Thank you so much for that. I love it. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I don't think Bait is smart enough to think of another way out other than through the archers.
Okay, so you are going to fight. Okay, so
So-
then, if you are okay with it, and me not having to roll it, narratively what will happen is Lucian, wounded but stable, is carried by Thorn and Frid out of the complex back to the dragon hold, and at that point you kind of pause and reset. Bait, you fight your way. As you kill the Hexer and move to start fighting the goblins, the portal that was behind the Hexer activates, and 3 gnolls appear and will enter the fray with them, forcing Bait to a circumstance where he is butchered. You awaken, Bait. I don't think you have a dark mark, do you? You awaken back at the Manor Fort, Mainwind bringing you back to, and now Bait has a dark mark in his bum. Alright. That is it for this session. We'll do Experience Offline. Thanks for watching those that did. We'll see you in about an hour. We'll be starting another campaign or another session at that point. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Ciao for now. Stop the stream.